Okay. Here we are. AFI. Wonderful Saturday morning. Big TVT. I am squad leading, so I have to pay attention. Excuse me, but let's hit this first defense and stave off a NATO offensive.
Oh, high particles quality. Hold up.
Alright.
So Ashley and G switch off to red team.
View distance 50%.
Switch to Alpha 4 net. Map. Briefing. Command/signal. Alpha 4 change button.
Check.
Check. Com check. Check.
Check.
Read.
Check.
Check.
Serb.
Serb.
We're very Serbian, boys.
Alright, machine gunners and marksman change it.
I like this camera.
Color to yellow, let's set it. Let's go yellow.
Big offset.
I'm the second AT man. Which color do you want me to go?
Yellow. Yellow as well. Yellow as well.
What color am I? Am I yellow as well?
If you are
Yes.
not red, green or blue, you are yellow.
We're the piss team.
The piss. PP actual.
Right, so is that gonna be our BMP?
Yeah.
Welcome to my battle tactic.
I should have one more man.
Right.
You're easy.
This one's mine.
Why is
Check. Alpha 10. This is Alpha 4.
Show up. I know it's Arma Finland. Game, stop telling me.
All of us are here. And you have 4 Keeper.
Yep,
I'm sitting on
that
top.
should be fine.
Red 2, go blue.
Check. Alpha 10. This is Alpha 4.
Oh god, DUI sort of spazzes out when you're on top.
Does it?
Yeah, it's very big.
Just tell me when
It
we're
looks
all
at where the
mounted.
commander,
okay.
driver's looking, or the gunner. I forgot which one.
Well, no, as in the icons for the people are very
Yeah,
big.
they're quite huge.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
do not
UI
take the
goes
commander's
all-
seat. That's gonna be Wales.
Do.
Well, getting commander's
Yeah, I'm gonna if I can get the freaking.
Oh, this has some mags for me.
UI, right?
Don't get in. Oh, damn you.
OBS, start streaming.
Well, tell me when we're all mounted.
There we go. Okay, did you guys check on a platoon net first?
Red, you
What?
doing radios? Wait, did Red DC? He doesn't show up in my group anymore.
Yep, red's gone. Hey,
Oh,
Morlock,
God.
get on platoon net. Use your own shortwave, or use if the vehicle has a radio.
Is it-
Briefing,
it's
command signal.
18.6?
You're on Alpha. Frequency 54.
This is Alpha 10 on long range. All units check in.
I'm back.
Alpha 4.
Eh,
Alpha 2.
Alpha 4 checking in.
No, you're not Alpha 4.
Oh,
I'll check your call. I'm pretty sure it's Alpha 04.
oh god.
Yes, you are Alpha 04. Make sure you make that distinction so they know you're talking about the BMP.
Alpha 15.
Alpha 04
Alpha
checking
15
in.
on long range.
Who is it going to slide open?
Red saying he's getting kicked.
And best of luck to you, Morlock. They will get you a new gunner. In fact, I will assign you a new gunner from Yellow if I have to.
Okay, I'm just gonna drive us out right now.
Oh, wait.
Who the fuck's not mounted?
He got
out. Oh, my God.
Okay, Morlock. Also
no.
verifying you're on 99.4.
Yeah, I have short range.
Wait a minute. Did my
So,
short range
what's
just reset?
happening with red 2?
Hey, before we go,
Kicked out for some reason.
Skater Boy, what's your frequency on your shortwave? 499.4?
99.4.
99.4. Okay, good.
499. I assume.
It's the icon
Okay,
scaling to
Morlock,
blue
please
option.
take us directly west.
So what's the update on the gunner slot?
I'm gonna give Red a minute, see if he gets in.
Alright.
We have all the time in the world until we dismount, and then things get a little complicated. This area is a lot more hilly than I thought it would be.
We just need to get you out to safe start.
Thank you, Dewako. I will have fun, or I'll try to.
We are allowed to move out, I assume.
Yes, safe start is the defender setup.
That's how it's always been since 2013. 2013, I blew up like 20 fins with a Bradley.
2013. Holy moly.
Right, so actually I'm gonna have a spare Maul's round with a spare spotting scope round in my
This
backpack.
force is bigger than I thought. Okay, more luck. Stop for a moment. Let's see.
Radio check.
This is the forest.
Alpha
I don't want to give up.
Hey, Alpha 4, Red here. Does it say why I keep getting kicked?
No idea.
Negative. We can't see the chat.
Cheese. Puppy, does either one of you want to gun a BMP?
Alpha 02, leads
I'm AT, but I don't mind.
Rothman.
Do either one of you want to gun a BMP? Okay, the second best thing I heard is Puppy Rusky would be fine doing it. So Puppy Rusky, Red is coming back, but I want you to stay near the BMP and talk to Morluck for a few minutes. Just keep Morluck here unless you have to, unless he's called to go to the Brone group. And Morluck, on the off chance you get Red back, please give Mr. Puppy Rusky back to us. Everybody else dismount and follow me north.
All Alpha squads, all Alpha
MG's
squads,
carry
this is
to
Alpha
magazine
10.
3.
Move to your designated defensive
Nice.
positions. BMPs, move to the platoon
Oh, this is
burn
a
group
really
phase
thick forest
1.
now.
Marker.
Nice. Why does Arma Finland 8-3 keep popping up in the left in red?
Don't worry about it. Follow me.
Don't worry about that.
Follow whale, follow whale.
Alpha 2, copy.
Pretend the BMPs with these.
Okay, 8 minutes to set up, 8 minutes to put down trenches.
Man, that's good enough.
Later on, when we're retreating, you want to get in the habit of moving with your weapon lowered, but right now, let's just pick up the pace. Victor's already set up. Here is the clearing that we should be just past, and we will set up near this Victor BRDM you see in front of us. As much as I would love to use that wooden little shack, I don't think we quite will.
This is Victor. Send for Alpha 10.
Yeah, but if you get shot...
For your information, Victor's ATGM missiles are not working. They remain in
Well, the vantage from that shack is the same from the vantage 5 feet beneath that shack. I don't see you seeing much more, honestly.
Affirmative, already pinged admin about it.
I'll just split off east
Okay.
for position.
Okay, Skater, take your red team, split off northeast and look for a good position.
wir bauen unsere Position trotzdem schon so auf, als wenn wir...
Alpha 4, continue following me until we find a good spot to face north. Yellow, over here.
Whale warrior.
Whale's over here, going slower so you can keep up. I'm green. Follow the green guy.
All Alpha infantry elements, this is Alpha 10. You must hurry to your position to dig it.
Going well. Red team's off
Thank you,
doing
I
their
fixed it.
special thing.
Well, we're just sticking up on you right now.
Yes, please, yellow, follow me. Everyone that's not red, honestly, and not the BMP, follow me. And BMP, when you're not near us in the Brone group, I don't mind if you get off our shortwave. You can stay on it if you want to listen in, but if it's too busy for you. Let's see.
Keep your
Unlike
weapon
we
load.
stay on net, but just lower the volume occasionally.
Oh, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, this is Alpha 1, we went too far. Howdy.
That
Follow
would
me
lower the
back.
long
We're
range,
backing
though.
up a little bit. Alpha 10 decided to sit here, and I think it's a little behind their position, but it's honestly not too far off.
I'm walking right now. I'm out of stamina.
All good.
Building trenches also takes stamina, fun fact. Not only walk with your weapon lowered, but also go into tactical pace so that you are jogging.
Radio check, okay. Alpha 2, Alpha 10, radio check.
Where I stand is our defensive position. Build trenches to my left and right. Get set up facing north-northeast.
Alpha 3,
Let's go.
Alpha 10, radio
You're
check.
the man.
Good position for the MG. Good position for
Build trenches now, quickly.
Woodlings, glow.
All.
A king trench. Equipment.
We will have radios. Someone is on speaker. Please turn the speaker off.
Alpha 3, Alpha 10,
Oh,
radio
yes,
check.
that's gonna be good.
Say
Right
less.
here, right here. To the south, to the south. Hello.
Yes, hello?
Not you, Paul. I dig trenches like right over here on this other tree, if you can. Scarmo. Right, dig a trench.
You should start digging trenches now. They take the big ones up to 3-4 minutes.
Yep.
Red team has taken position. We're gonna be digging some
I'm getting
trenches.
myself
We've
a
got
small
Overwatch
drone
up
trench.
to the little shack in blue team territory, so we'll tell you if we spot anything.
Help Scarmo build a
Keep your
trench,
trenches small over there. Also, very important, extremely important. Listen in. Are those Serb patches visible?
Extremely important.
Alpha 4, Alpha 10, radio check.
Alpha 4, checking in.
Red team, Carol, you check right now. We're all digging trenches.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4, confirm last check.
Radio check, okay.
Out.
Are we missing someone? No, no. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna help you, Scarmo.
Alpha 15, Alpha 10. Is your runner group ready?
Yep, if you press
Alpha
Windows
15, I
E.
believe someone's doing a quick radio check. Alpha 01, Alpha 15, radio check.
This is Alpha 01, how do you read me? Come.
Yeah, good check. Alpha 02, Alpha 15, radio check.
Oh, by the way, MGs, when you build trenches,
All
drop your
02
backpack
reads
before,
you loud
pick
and
them up
clear.
after you finish with the trench. It won't take as much stamina as it
03, this is Alpha 15, radio check.
This is Alpha 03, good check.
Does it?
04, this is Alpha 15, radio check.
Alpha 15, this is Alpha 04, radio check, out.
Alpha 04, this is Alpha 4 actual.
All checks complete.
Did you get Red back with you? And are you sending back Puppy? Yes, no?
Well, Red 2 hasn't reconnected. I am currently keeping the puppy.
Okay, keep the puppy.
I will do my best in the big machine.
Yep, that AT on your back is for retaliatory purposes.
Well, since you guys moved up a little bit, do you have the your fucking grid ref?
All Alpha infantry
I'll try to get it for you in a
stand
moment,
by
but I have to go off of
receive
land nav,
indirect
so wait until I'm
fire.
done with this trench.
Stand by to receive
You have a
indirect
microdeck or
fire.
GPS.
I do? Modern is so
Stand
cool.
to and assume your cover positions.
Because I think we are way past the line we're supposed to be at.
Oh, we're a little bit past, but I need to be in a position where I can fire downhill, and this is the best one.
Alright, so
Alpha
red
3,
team is going to take
Alpha 10,
position
do you read?
here once we do get into contact, and if they spot us, we're just going to disengage and pull south.
This is Alpha, stand by.
For now, we'll just be holding here as an ATGM team.
Who needs help digging
Oh,
trench?
ATGM.
Oh god, this is a really big trench.
I have a fucking GPS. This is like the 21st century and shit.
Now we need another trench right here, I think. We should build one right here. So it would close.
Alpha 2 copies.
Where the fuck is 3? Has anyone seen Alpha 3 to our west? Alpha 3!
Alpha 3, this is Alpha 10.
There they
Do
are.
you read?
I mean, if I were them, I would set up here at the extremity north, because then you could see downhill, but maybe you can still see downhill from up here.
User in your channel timed out.
Where's the diggy diggy hole song? Yeah, so we're the Serbs, and we're defending versus NATO.
You hear me in local voice?
They're not far over.
Alpha 3, platoon's calling for
Alpha 3,
ya!
do you hear me in local voice?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you, are you guys not on the platoon radio?
Hold on, I was.
I've been trying to reach you.
Okay, this is Red 2, I'm gonna give it one more chance.
It now says I don't have a long range radio. Well.
I believe in you, Red.
your-
Don't get kicked, please.
Switch short range.
If you might have a 148 or something like
Does
that.
it give you a kick message whenever you get kicked out?
No, it just says you're kicked.
While he's handling this, Severe, real
I
quick.
found out, like,
Alpha
AFI
4 set up at the
saying
northern
there's
extreme
lots
of our dotted
bandits,
AO.
so I
We're pretty
yeah,
much level with Alpha 3.
Everybody,
We sent our AT riflemen back to man our gun for our BMP2 because our BMP2 gunner disconnected.
Okay, we're about to take mortar fire.
Check.
Last chance to build another trench behind your first trench. We're about to take mortars.
Did you hear me on the...
Turn those trenches into foxholes. Last chance.
Yeah, I heard you, but we need to figure out the solution to get on the long range.
And here we go.
Puppy, you currently at the platoon Rome group P1 point.
Victor 1, this is Alpha 10.
Is everyone here? I see Belgian.
This is Victor.
I see Scarmo.
Victor, did
Hello.
you
False
fix your
armor
launcher?
crashed.
Oh, fuck.
Ah,
Negative
fuck.
launcher is not fixed.
Sydney, get yourself in a safe
wondering
position and
what it
keep
was.
dig. Scarmo, you're the marksman. I want you watching down north. Let other people dig.
Alright.
Red, have you managed to stay connected?
Also,
the longest I've
Jesus
stayed
armor
connected.
crashed.
You might get the puppy back.
Just ice interact and
Hey,
have dig.
red guy is like prone behind the trench. Can you just stand up real quick so I can range you? Like, so I know the range.
I think the trench is bugged. It's just not doing anything.
Skater, do you want
yeah.
me to come to you if red gets here?
Sure.
You wanna build another
Well, I
one,
mean,
hello?
you're gonna be moving up in the forest anyway. My team is on the east side, and yellow team is further up ahead. Well,
Yes.
Okay, that's
question.
one good.
Do they ping for Zeus when they reconnect, or
Nope, they walk.
they walk? Alright.
Puppy, what's your current pulse?
We are currently at. We're basically right next to PLT Bone Group P1.
Actually, keep digging for
Alright,
me.
the last pass in
No,
KT
it's
then.
okay. Keep digging. Like, ice interact again. I mean,
Repeat last KT3.
Keep your eyes open. Eyeballs wide open. Orders will add at any moment. The enemy has moved out as of 2 minutes ago. They could be upon us in 30 seconds.
Victor 1, this is Alpha 10.
Right, do I just walk it back to you?
Try
Safer.
every solution you can.
Oh god, that's a track. I'll be there soon.
Little buzz in the
Still
mosquitoes in my
though,
ear.
don't come directly for us, because the fucking enemy will spot you with a 50 cals.
you heard the man. Keep your heads down whenever you're watching out.
I'm on my way, red's at the BMP.
Expected direction of contact is north or northeast, but there is an off chance they could flank east, so yes, please come from direct south,
Make
center
sure
of the
to
forest.
travel deep into the woods so you aren't spotted moving.
That is what I'm planning on doing.
Red team is
I
keeping
am a
eyes on Ruby
dwarf and
Ridge.
I'm
We don't have any
digging
eyes
a
on the shaft
hole.
from here.
Diggy diggy hole. I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Digging a hole.
If you could.
Hello,
build
Dingus
another
Joe.
trench right here, I'm gonna have Belgian if needs. Another big one, so we will have a big foxhole. I'm gonna have Belgian.
Alpha 1, this is Alpha 2.
Oh, this is
Go for Alpha 1.
too much big.
Can you put your guys down since you're walking around freely? They can spot you really easily.
The medical bunker rises.
Jesus, check.
Check.
Alright, just start walking back over to you guys, or?
Yeah, I'm walking right now.
Start walking towards us, but take like a C approach that we don't go straight into Ruby Ridge.
I wonder, Medieval. It might be.
That would
Dogs cast?
So it's a good time to say that. We're probably gonna see Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 the treating us under fire. It's, don't get your morale down over there. It's all gonna be fine. Don't get shocked. We're all gonna be just fine. Exactly.
BRDM just booked it.
Who said you're gonna get shot?
Victor's doing their own thing. You just worry about your northeast sector.
I'll be doing that once I get to it, yeah.
I'm gonna have We finished digging the trench. I'm gonna open my good logger. Oh, I don't have one.
Good trench flag.
Yeah.
If I was an enemy NATO striker, where would I be?
Alpha 10, this is Alpha 02. Enemy is shooting smokes on Potter's Field. How copy?
Copy, smokes on Potter's Field. Smokes on Potter's Field.
Update from platoon. Smokes are dropping on Potter's Field to our west. Perhaps west flank.
West.
We will see. Hold positions.
15, this is 10. Don't attack yet.
I'm back.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
firm.
Wait, well, do we have
And
already
just
teams on our west?
Intercept any sort of rush.
What?
Yeah, the team on the west is over there.
Okay.
Mortar time. Heads down.
Heads down. Get in the
Incoming indirect.
Belton, come back. Stop digging.
Is it walking?
Spread him here. Everyone taking corner.
Oh my fucking god.
I think yellow.
Enemy
Oh no, yellow.
direct fire on Alpha 2 and Alpha 1 especially.
I hope you guys built a good trench.
Yeah, I think it's sitting platoon though.
Medical
Let me ask.
Holy fucking shit.
Gabber took a direct hit.
Is he alive?
Yes.
Good. Heal him and hold your position. Fuck.
Skarmo also took a hit.
That's a good way to start an op.
15 taking in direct fire.
User in your channel timed out.
4 took direct hit. 2 men down. Uncon. Over.
Wrong net.
Thank you. Alpha 4 took direct hit. 2 men down. Unconscious. Over.
Gator approaching from yourselves.
Hey, we're hugging the right side of the forest.
No movement of enemy northeast of KP1. Assume attack is coming through Potter's Field.
Platoon is officially assuming attack is coming through Potter's Field. We may be redeployed momentarily. Hold your position, Red. That is Red Team.
From Malden.
God, that mortar was unlucky.
What is this category?
Gonna be fucked if we don't do something fast.
Okay, I'll bandage his
It needs
leg.
blood.
He's dead.
Now. I bet.
You're
Oh, is he
bandaging the
dead?
corpse.
Alpha 1.
Gever is savable. Save Gever.
Alpha 2, no injuries.
Someone who doesn't have a marksman rifle and doesn't have an auto rifle, please pick up Skarmu's kit.
I'm gonna take his bandages because I fucking used up most of mine.
In fact, I might. Poor Skarmu got hit by a mortar in the fucking face at op start. And honestly, these guys built the nice trench.
He's in cardiac arrest. Can someone
CPR.
please bandage my arm?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. He's awake.
He's awake? Very good.
Did anyone have
Sydney, you
get
need
hit
more
from
than
here?
just an arm bandage.
Oh, dude, your fucking head's bleeding.
Yeah. I bandaged the
Stand back.
I'll deal with it.
Wait, did anyone else
Where's
get
that
hit?
indirect fire coming in right now?
Okay, did you Okay, you're alive. That's good. I took an almost fucking
Alpha 4 reporting indirect on Ruby Ridge and north of KT1.
No.
Copy.
Okay. Let's.
I'm gonna get into my other trench.
Let's dig a trench inside this trench. Let's do a sprint, okay?
Yellow, as long as you have at least one guy spotting northeast, you can keep building trenches. There's no problem.
Okay, Belgian. What's the marksman? Oh, marksman died. Okay. Belgian. Your guard on north. Rasky, your guard on east.
User in your channel
Enemy
timed
toes
out.
spotted shooting
Roger,
from
okay.
east, somewhere south of.
And Wolf, dig up in the trench, okay?
Okay.
Get on the
We're slamming the
southeastern
airfield with
trench.
order rounds now.
I will, but I need surgery. I'll take off the tourniquets.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4, we have rounds landing on the airfield now. Over. I passed that to platoon.
So I need one.
They managed to burn a fake
Who
back
picked
the,
up Scarman's marksman rifle? No one has yet. I will tell you
no
too.
one has it
Gever,
yet.
keep your UGL. Belgian has a machine gun.
North.
Puppy,
What?
Which
pick up that marksman
20
rifle.
north?
Woo, I'm a
I
marksman.
know it's friendly. Yeah, 20 north.
Alpha 102.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Yep, that's still spotted.
Okay.
Rasky, as soon as you finish, get on the eastern trench, okay? And me and Wolf will dig it like a split.
If I don't move at all, don't panic. It's because I'm with my mother doing stuff. Like,
it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
At least it's not with my mother.
Eyes on enemy striker due east, moving southbound. Distance, whole fucking platoon moving east.
Alpha 10, spotted multiple strikers on Ruby Ridge
They're
moving
going straight
south.
for the airfield. They're crossing from the shaft to the airstrip.
Respond. Enemy is attacking on KT4 from the shaft.
Now, Rasky, get your AT out.
Drive through the draw.
About 5
Go
to
through
6
the draw.
vehicles
Flank them
spotted,
from the north.
possibly
I
8.
want you to be ready. Nobody to be on.
One more exact position.
Belgian, keep going.
Due east, top of the ridgeline, moving from the shaft to the airstrip.
A firm.
Distance, far shit.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4, correction. They are in the shaft. 6 vehicles moving south.
Okay, that's
That's correct. So another group is flanking from the north now. Go through the draw. Go through the draw. Smoke your engines as you go.
Red, if you get a great small shot, by all means. Otherwise, hold position and stay quiet. Drone group's going to try and take care of it. We are holding position.
Hey, firm. Enemies is way too fucking far for rocket strikes.
So we are in the forest west here, and they are taking the wide east flank to seize the airfield behind us, which is specifically what Severe was hoping they wouldn't do.
Remember, Roar, your primary target is strikers.
Yeah, affirm.
The strikers could be mounted or dismounted. That's good. Yes,
Did you get hit by the mortar?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Hello, Wade.
Red team, do the strikers have anyone on top of them?
The shaft to maneuver around them. The
Negative,
road might be
not
dangerous.
spotted on top.
I don't think there's like right
Eyes on enemy striker, top of the ridgeline, southeast, hugging the airstrip. About 50 meters west of KT4.
Oh god.
100 meters west of
Anybody
KT4, it's
seen
hugging
Alpha
the edge of the airstrip.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4, strikers on the airstrip.
That's correct.
On the airstrip?
Basically at the very corner of it.
Victor 1 here. We are currently at the radar at the airfield. We reload from the base and are now ready to fire again.
Copy. Enemies at the airfield, on the northeast side of the airfield.
There, and you.
Victor 1, maneuver around them from the south side and attempt to shoot them from there.
No eyes on infantry, it looks to be only the vehicles for now.
Have you noticed any vehicles stop in a good position and not dismount?
If you drive up onto
Hey,
the
firm,
airfield, you'll get
striker on
missiles
top
in
of the
the
ridgeline
rear.
just got hit by a BMP.
Well, after getting hit by a
BMPs
BMP,
are
check for
flanking
dismounts.
them
Tell me
hard.
how many dismounts, especially if it's not a tow.
Missiles coming coming from the rear. You're about to get hit from the
BMP took a ATGM
Go
forward.
off the airfield.
Was that launched east or west?
From northwest.
Northeast, trying to get eyes on.
1 and Alpha 2.
We've already lost one BMP. I said don't go on the airfield.
I have eyes on the one on the airfield. Bearing around 100.
We're expecting an infantry attack from the north.
50 cal, we're getting hit, we're getting fired at.
More strikers east of KT4, guys.
Right down. Wait, I see like a whole fucking squad to the east.
East, in the forest, dismounted behind strikers. Let me come to you.
Alpha 15, this is Alpha 10.
Yep, I have eyes on. Can I let marksman engage?
No, point them out to me first.
Any of the Bronnenbrook vehicles still up?
South of east, on the airfield. Infantry dismounted from strikers.
Continue fighting in
Looks like it,
area.
okay. Alpha 10, Alpha 4.
Get in that spot.
Send it.
One squad plus. Enemy infantry KT4 position, moving to Z5.
I'd guess a rough number around
It better be a full squad, I don't see them.
It's 2 squads.
Can you point it out to me again? Can you still see them?
Coming from the north.
Over there, I can't see them anymore, but I saw like fucking 500.
Okay, so the strikers did dismount. Hopefully we're moving soon. Stay in cover.
We have more stranded.
User in your channel timed out.
Yeah, BMPs are going
Lay down, lay down.
Yeah.
Wait, I can see more heads popping up. Marksman, I can see a fucking marksman looking at us.
Marksman, you're clear to engage east. Good luck. Everyone else
Alpha
faces
15,
north.
Alpha 10, repeat type of contact.
I just saw moving to the northeast, not sure if I'm...
Red team, you read me?
northeast.
Affirm.
Enemy infantry, northeast.
Recommend you use SMOD generously. East, southeast towards the airfield. We will hold north.
Get northeast. MGs get northeast. I see
Southeast towards the airfield, Affirm. If we spot anything, we'll just slam it with a mollusk.
Alpha 4, don't be too paranoid. Northeast might be friendly.
Negative, 10 camo.
Move more to the right.
Okay, I need you to point it out to me then. Who's seeing infantry
Red
northeast?
team's pulling south.
Over there,
Airfield
over
is way
there.
out of range. We're gonna get closer to them.
Here.
They're gonna try to cross the airfield.
That here. Come to me. See there?
Yes.
Alpha 10, this Alpha
The guy with the PK?
Send it, Alpha 2.
Those are friendlies with SMOS.
I have
He has your gun, Paul. He has your gun.
Alpha 02.
I have iron sights.
Fair enough.
Driver, tell me
Okay, first alarm.
2 of the BMPs are down at least, and
Red team's still on the pull back south.
see anyone else there. Please alone. Also, enemy infantry in the area.
Here, that's northeast of me.
KT4.
Okay? And I have iron sights. I can't see
Copy.
shit.
Any BMP still on this net?
Behind the shack, behind the shack.
I have iron.
This is Alpha 0.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Oh, that's like a whole
This is
fucking...
Alpha 01.
Jumping,
Vehicle
jumping.
is immobilized,
What the
turret
fuck
is
is that?
still active, driver is down.
Copy, Alpha 01.
Give her. Do you need suppression fire on them?
Yes, correct.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4. Oh, you're here.
Get up and just start suppressing the rest.
Distance.
No,
Severe
no,
walk by, where is he?
500 or 600.
I'm right here. He's in the trench.
You want us engaging and suppressing eastwards and not remaining heads down, correct?
That's fine, that's fine.
MG is this
Both
way,
machine
this way,
guns then.
pointing over
East, you're going to want a 0-4. I'll get it for you.
Right, copy.
Send it.
I double check.
I think it was
How do we get in here?
only minor contact.
Fucking
Eyes on the full enemy infantry at the airfield. Currently holding inside
Control la bleu. Belgian force control la bleu.
Range is about 700 meters to the edge of the tree line past the airfield. 700 meters.
Yeah.
Enemy strikers about to push onto the airfield main from KT4. If you got
Enemy's
SMOD,
taking
point in
position
that
in the
direction.
Z4 building.
Copy that.
Platoon passed down enemy strikers KT4 about to push onto the airfield. Mind the SMOD.
Victor 1, this is Alpha 10.
I'm letting Paul.
Ashley, do you have eyes on?
Can you point for him? Because I can't right now.
I've got one south of east.
I take him back.
Make that 2 of them bearing 100, red team, bearing 100.
I'm pointing.
We're trying to engage.
Right over there.
You have spotting rounds you can use.
No, we're using the spotting rounds, we're trying.
I can't see shit.
Don't
A
use
guesstimate
tracers,
750
they
meters
don't
to the
see us.
strikers.
They didn't see us yet, so don't use tracers.
Lentokentällä, että ottaisitte sen terminaali Airport TP-alueelta haltuun.
Well, they flanked us east. That's what's going on so far.
Yep, they went back. Oh, someone in the bush.
How the fuck are you seeing that? Oh, yeah, I have a binocular.
There's like literally someone sitting in the okay, never mind.
Sitten me varmaan otetaan toi
Alpha 2, this is 10.
Alpha 2 sent.
What was the contact to the north like?
It was a minor contact.
Okay, there's a bunch
from
to the
the observer
northeast.
for the tow.
Copy. Alpha 2, fall back through KT3, engage enemy on airfield.
You guys pissed off the striker, head down.
Yeah, he's bad. He's still running around. There's a fucking field fence in front of us.
Paul is not there. Paul is not
Paul got unconned. Fuck.
I'm
not going out
Sydney,
there.
you're gonna have to go to Paul. Just jump over real quick and get on Paul.
Get over here, Neil Paul.
We sent the rocket at him.
Well, it's a bad spot. We need to move.
This is our trench, and we are staying here until we're told to move. Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 will be retreating past us momentarily, and then likely the platoon will coalesce and defend the airfield. We'll see. Over.
Ashley got animation locked and got pepper sprayed by the fucking vehicle.
Is Ashley dead or down? And if so, can you please take their equipment ASAP?
Bad. Really bad.
Oh, they're to the northeast. Right on
Skater,
the,
send your
PMP
extra
slash.
with Ashley to us for medical. You pick up their SMAW right now and use it as best you can.
A-firm stabilizing.
Paul, don't worry, you're gonna live.
Whale, they're
Yes.
starting to move towards us. They're already
Towards
moving
us,
direct.
directly across the open airfield? Are you sure?
On the right side, from northeast, I saw like a couple of guys behind the Rex. Like our Rex, the BMP.
Please point them out to me as soon as you can.
Watch, they were like right over there, come to me.
I mean, a striker with an M2 is about to engage us again, so let's make this snappy.
Right there, right there.
I see enemy infantry at the corner of the airfield backing up and looping around counterclockwise.
Fucking vehicle is still getting eyes on us. Jesus just went down.
It's
Alpha
not
10,
backing up,
Alpha
they're
4.
going downhill, so they could push us.
Squad of EI spotted, KT4 retreating north towards the shaft. Over.
Copy. Survey by EI at the shaft.
Firing at us, so if any of you
Can I
have a
get
gun,
the
please
distance
play it down.
from here, from the striker?
700 meters approximate. That's the best I can give you.
How much?
700. 7.
Give you a mag.
700.
Copy.
Goncalo! Yuck. Both of you, welcome. We're getting flanked east. Big AFI TVT, 120 people. Serbia versus NATO. We are the defending Serbs.
Alpha 3, Alpha 2, this is Sandy, read.
Alpha 2 reads.
Alpha 2, have you made it to KT3?
Not yet, we are moving right now.
Expect mortars in about 2 minutes, Yellow. Stay in that trench and don't get killed by the striker.
Yep.
Stay down, stay down.
So, status on the shots?
I have 6 mags left.
Prepare to awaken.
Taking Jesus, I'm bringing him back.
I 4 max left.
Any Alpha 0
I have 4
elements in
max
this
left.
net? Any vehicles?
And I'm fine.
Don't set up.
I do believe all of our BMPs are dead.
I also need a stitch.
True of them blew up in the airstrip.
Yeah, that's how Arma works.
I'm pulling back to you guys with Jesus.
Perfect. Oh. Holding fire. I'm holding fire.
Only come up for small peaks. Don't stay up for a long time.
Can you hear me?
I think it's
I've got eyes on a BM, their Vic in the open, just unharmed. Same direction of the open squad.
Alpha 1.
Please give him bearing from us.
Direct east. From us, just over
Break, break.
100, like 102 maybe.
He means KT4. Position KT4, adjust maybe northwest 50 meters.
Eyes on, eyes on.
Alpha 4, do you copy?
No eyes on, no
Alpha
eyes
4
on.
copies.
I do.
Alright.
Gotta start pulling back.
Just having us fucked, but I'm gonna try to move up and try to get a shot on him.
To the right of it,
I
okay.
just like it. Just to the fucking east.
Yep.
AT moving up, I'm gonna try to hit
Alpha 4 copy, falling back to platoon regroup.
Do not shoot the fucking vehicle with your marksman rifle.
Unless you're engaging something, we're about to disengage and retreat southwards.
We have another squad just down the BMP rack on the airfield street. Please, same place as the
Alpha 4, disengage, hold fire. On me, south, let's go.
Getting shot from the north.
Hold on, wait for the striker to finish. You guys pissed it off. Puppy, are you calling close contact?
Few contact.
Yeah, we're getting contact.
Drone crack.
Pop smoke, pop smoke.
I'll cover you.
Oh, we have a man down.
2, this is 4, are you taking close contact?
Jesus is already down, I brought him to you.
Okay, I haven't seen that. I disengage. Move
Alpha 1, Alpha 2, this is 4, are you taking close contact?
Let's go.
We got a trench, keep using it. We gotta wait, we gotta block them out.
They said they're taking
The northwest trench.
There's enemy infantry from the northwest.
Enemy infantry attacking from the northwest. They're about 150 out. Whoever called close contact, please fix your comms. Alpha 4, on me, retreating south. Now, let's go.
South.
Roger, taking south.
Everyone in here, just start moving south. Go as much north as you can.
Can you guys hear this?
Yeah.
I'm carrying cheeses on me, so somebody please cover me if you can.
I'm trying to make my way back to you guys.
His cheese is stabilized.
Yep.
Skarmu, I don't know if we have the comms room to negotiate your return to us right now on net. But come to platoon fallback FP1, and if you can't come there, come to the MSP.
Got it.
Pasillo in the forest, they have enemy 50 cal southeast of watching us.
Oh no,
Due
fucking
east.
trenches. I'm gonna have to fucking leave cheeses.
God, I'm fat. I also have no smokes. Wait, no, I have 6 smokes. Never mind.
Alpha 3,
I have
Alpha
no
10.
frags.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Alpha 2 taking contact from
The other squad that came here, well, currently gonna carry them back. I just got in the fire, and got stopped. I'm coming back now.
I don't know where you are.
Back, I'm still in the trenches. I died having cheese.
Okay, we will meet at platoon fallback, and I will keep you posted as to where we go next.
Roger, I'm getting cheeses on me, and the other squad will fucking cover me.
The smoke that we put down is going to clear soon.
No shit, it's already been cleared. Trying to save a man.
Alpha 15, this is Alpha 10, do you read?
Here we shall stay until the rest of the squad assembles. Hold security as best you can, and don't poke your head out too far.
Enemy striker parked on the airfield.
Can I get a CAS rep?
Did we lose? I know we lost Dash.
Are you shot? Like, as of this moment, do you have an untreated injury?
I'm okay.
I have
And Puppy,
surgeries.
they're fine. Puppy's okay.
Okay, that's a treated injury.
Alpha 310.
Might be slightly to your guy's left. I'm wiggling left and right.
Alpha 1510.
Fucking Paul is done as well, but I can't help him.
Why did so many of our guys get by that 50? Are you still at the trench?
I am moving. I got hit, and now I'm moving. Jesus.
I don't need an explanation. I was just wondering if you're there or not. I'm assuming you're not there because you said you're moving.
Not there, not there.
Paul is with you and he's unconscious and you're carrying him, correct?
No, Jesus.
Where is Paul?
Paul is still there. Still there, he's down.
Paul is still there in the trench.
No, he's down.
Remaining Alpha elements, go back to KT3. Fight
forward and he went down.
Defense direction.
So he's dead. I'm assuming he's dead.
No, he's just knocked out, but like...
He's unconscious and you left him somewhere between us and the trench line, correct?
Yep. I'm cutting Jesus right now, so I can...
That is the information I so desperately wanted from you. Okay, I will see if I can get someone from Alpha 1 or 2 to find him and pick him up and bring him up. I'm embarrassed that I left somebody in the behind.
Alpha 1 and 2 are retreating. Alpha 1 and 2 are retreating.
I know.
I can see
Past
that.
you. Lord above.
I am with them right now.
Alpha 15, this is 10. 15, regroup your Brona group and counterattack south of KT9.
This is my personal embarrassment. I'm going back to fix it. You guys stay here.
On the south side of the airfield. Zulu 3, Zulu 1, reference. Enemies at Zulu 4, Zulu 5, strikers on the airfield. How copy?
15 copies.
Well, be advised,
Enemies
I think
already
Paul
at
will bleed
Bielava,
out by
it
this
seems
time,
like.
so I don't think it's like...
Enemies already at Bielava.
Hey, firm. Future reference, if we're leaving about 2 or 3 people behind, that's definitely worth screaming over the radio about.
I said it like 3 fucking times.
I heard you mention a single unconscious on your back, then you left him, and then you picked him up again. I got all that, but I didn't get that Paul was down or anyone else was down. Did you say that over the net?
Paul went down as soon as I went up. As soon as I saw it. Jesus.
Hey, firm. I'm not worried about the details, and maybe you did everything right. I'm placing emphasis just in case someone did something wrong.
We are in KT3, making trenches, taking the last stand here against the enemy. They are taking fire still at us. We have 1 striker here and at least 2 groups of squads of enemy.
Copy, and where are you?
KT3.
KT3, copy.
Alpha 4, if I'm not back in 3 minutes, skaters in charge, your current orders are to, well, get on platoon net and then move to MSPFP1. You'll likely be assisting an airfield assault eastwards.
Ambush one of the strikers or trap them.
Copy.
I don't see Paul anywhere. Do you know where he went down?
02, radio check.
Alpha 10. Video line
And did you
clear.
check whether he was
Be
dead or
advised,
down?
Enemy scout troops already in Bielava. The Brona group should push through there and attempt to ascertain the situation.
Platoon reporting. Enemy already at phase 2. There's scouts in Bielawa.
01, 02, 04, 4903.
I'm with you guys now.
Up road northeast.
I could not find Paul's body. Do you know where it is?
No clue. It's somewhere in between. There's like a fall down tree.
04, second in order of march.
This is Alpha 1. We're currently at platoon fallback FP1. Should we fall back to Bielava or should we assist Alpha 2 at KT3? Over.
If you're at Bielava, hold Bielava.
We're still at platoon fallback FP1.
Could not find Paul. Coming back to you
Copy
guys.
that. If you're still here, fight toward the airfield.
Alpha 1 understood. Out.
Alright, get to the southwestern edge of the forest. I'll meet you there. We're about to make a crossing south, then east, and get into MSPFP1 and fight from there across the airfield.
Roger.
Well, not me though. They are. Not me though. I wish Paul wasn't left behind.
Send it.
Anyways.
For your information, second vehicle got destroyed while...
Sightline of this, basically.
Oh, Paul is dead.
So
Okay, that was a waste of time.
once the strikers were somewhere around here, when our own BMPs came up here, or around here actually, they got shot straight from here, and they probably have some thermals, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Striker either have thermals or really good optics, because the max range for the SMAW itself is like 500 meters max, and while, you know, they can shoot out for fucking a click and a half easy. Problem is, like, we saw all of them move from the shaft straight for, like, towards the airfield.
Yeah.
So we called that out. The BMP started moving from here, started moving up the ridge. They knocked out, like, one of them. Maybe, like, 2, I don't know. And then they're just, you know, ATGM started flying and then they got knocked out because they stayed in the open on top and, you know, they just got slammed in the ass.
Yeah, last time we were up here trying to take out the striker that was in the middle of the airfield TP. And then there was a squad here that saw us and lighted us up.
Yeah.
Poor Skarmu. He got hit by that first mortar strike and it hit him in the head. Just
he got fucked.
dead. Head exploded.
That would be gory in real life.
Well, by the way, did you saw me die and said nothing? Like,
Belgian, I had a lot of people go down on withering 50 cal fire when we were trying to retreat, but we were a little overdue to move.
I know.
Paul also went down.
It was a gamble, and they sent all of it to the wrong place.
I mean, everyone went down.
I believe Puppy also went down.
Belgian, your microphone is a little bit crackly.
Yeah, sorry, I know. That's why I mute myself most of the time.
Yeah, I ended up going back to get the uncons, but they had all bled to death, and then I got shot by 50 cal only 45 seconds ago. What remains of our squad is at platoon. Wait a minute. What happened to you, Skater?
I started moving set a little bit, trying to get eyes, and then got snapped in the head by 50 cal.
Oh, okay. They have very good eyes in that forest, and ahead of us is what remains of, I think, Alpha 2, moving to FP1 and then moving east. There's probably 12 men from my side left in that KT3 area, and a small smattering still in the forest, northwest, where we originally started. Hopefully everyone else is starting to take up positions on Bialawa, because Platoon just said over net that there are already scouts in Bialawa, whatever.
I hope the defense for the city would be much better, since we are going to be on the point.
Well, they're still going to use the striker at like really long ranges, so if we stay like in the inner side of the city, they were like gone.
Yeah. We have to wait them to push in. I was a little bit surprised that we didn't have anybody as a doorbell in the shaft or on the shaft.
Yeah,
around it, taking.
We saw them pretty early
to secure it,
but we couldn't do much.
It's just we had no.
I mean, one squad would have been enough to delay the enemy.
One squad with one smog could have done something. 2 ATs. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. At least spooked them a little bit.
And if there was a specific BMP over there, all
if
the
we
time
had, like,
supporting
even one
them.
BMP at the airfield, we could have done something.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird that we left it totally empty.
Yeah, I think Severe was assuming that they would think that we would defend the airfield directly, or that they would assume that we would use the shaft.
Really, is the problem that nobody was in the shaft.
But they went with the straightforward plan, and it worked because we were assuming they would not take the straightforward plan. Or so I presume.
The enemy likes the shaft, so.
Well, that was an ouchies.
They know me.
That's a lot of dead. Hey, Dream.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, well.
Did you die again, or were you bleeding out for a while?
I was just bleeding out for ages. I figured based on everything.
Is it me or is this Livonia map?
Do you guys know how to check instantly whether someone is dead or not?
No, I stabilized Ashley. Jesus started grabbing her.
Just try to carry them. If you have a carry option,
that's
they're
exactly
unconscious.
Interaction menu, and you try to carry them.
I normally check if they have collision.
The only reason I mention it is because there's already been 2 misidentification. There's bandages used on corpses twice so far. I've noticed.
Yeah, if you walk into a body and you can't walk over through it, just normally they're alive. If you could just walk straight through it, then they're dead.
The carry option is a little more reliable, but that too. Yeah, they also have collision.
The collision one is more for if you're being, engaged and you need to check as soon as, quickly.
That was an MG, and it just fucking.
Did everybody die from an MG?
I think everybody died from the strikers. The problem is, whoever's at the airfield is, nobody can kill him. He's way too far for the smalls. The disposables have no fucking angle on him because he's way too far. We don't have any BMPs, and nobody's at the airstrip, so...
I mean, the SMAW, all the projectiles in Arma, including the SMAW, they don't fizzle out after 500. They keep dropping linearly.
Yeah, but it drops like a motherfucker.
They could drive
Isn't it still just linear?
West up.
Well, I mean, it's basically using a 40 mic. From 400 meters to 500 meters, it drops about 20 meters.
Okay.
And most of the time, they were engaging us from
I know the AT4 for some reason, RHS and Cup, you can still make one-click shots because it just falls linearly, and all you have to do is just take a ruler to your monitor.
It falls like a fucking grenade.
But if the small is heavier, then it's heavier.
I mean, if you're good with the small, you can make good shots, but the situations were a little bit volatile to do those.
Oh. I don't expect anyone to come to this out being a small expert, just a small competent, and that's 500 meters.
I mean, if you were 500 meters, it would be fine, but like even
smoke
from the
stuff.
closest position, it would
I
still
mean,
like
if the enemy
600
was
out.
downhill, you could shoot with the small even further away.
Yeah.
Man, if Victor was on KT4,
Well, Red 2
Hello.
and Morlock
Jesus.
are alive, so that's a good sign.
Am I the only Finn that is
I
dead?
wonder where Skarmo is now.
Maybe.
Skarmu is at the MSP.
MSP
I heard him say
FP1?
that.
Double tap, like,
I'm not sure where. I just heard him say over the radio he was at the MSP.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
And you just
There
died
we
in
go.
the AO or phase 2
I
AO?
was
Whale.
It's okay,
Whale.
it's like 2 Americans.
Whale.
No,
We
no.
found Skarmu.
Hi, Skarmo.
We found Skarmu.
Oh, I made my way to the MSP and I found out that we were surrounded and I killed a few of them.
You
So
killed a
welcome
few
to
of
heaven.
them. Good, yeah. If there's already infantry on KT3, though, the airfield's lost and we'll be deploying to the second phase. Supposedly, there are already scouts around the town of Bialawa, the second phase. So we're gonna have to move out to Alpha 4 phase position 2 quickly.
Yeah, they came out from the
What?
Howdy, Clash.
I
The
know
MSP for Bialawa is on the west side, as you can see marked. Well, it's supposed to be there. That's the plan.
Were you guys able to
Not guaranteed.
From the airfield, yeah.
As long as one of us took one of them, it's good enough. I took several. I know that because I just saw.
I took 2 and then I had to spray into crowds. I'm not sure how many I got there.
I was just
From my
It was just fit.
I'm proud. Yay!
Sydney's here too. Who isn't here? The BMP is crewed right now, so they got a new one. Belgian is here, Skarmo's here, Puppy is here,
Yeah.
Paul is here. Where's Gever? Gever's here. Is there anyone not here? I'm pretty sure literally everyone is here.
I think we're all here.
I have an entire dead squad that died in the last 15 minutes.
We're all in Serbian heavy.
Yeah, we're all here.
Serb.
The BMP team.
The patches are not appearing, which is kind of sad.
Oh, really? Ah, fuck this uniform. Not giving us our stuff patches.
Steady until respawn.
Howdy, Captain. What's
I
poppin'?
saved Jesus' life and then we ate HMG fire.
Yep, those HMGs killed most of us, and then Skarmo got gunned down directly by some infantry. Intimately.
One back, do you know?
Guys,
I found some Germans.
Yeah, southwest.
I'm gonna get a slice of pound cake.
my
I got 2 minutes.
anyone, any leadership here? Whale? Well, CFK. Anyone else from leadership? Ideally, actually, Whale would be best because he's Alpha 4. Is anyone in Alpha 4? Yes.
Yeah,
all of us.
we're all here.
Yeah, we're all dead too. Because I've got no long range in my kit, so I'm fucked for intel. When we go, are we going back to? Are we going to phase 2 now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
pretty
that's
sure,
the
yeah.
plan, yeah.
Okay, understood. I'll try and communicate you.
We don't know
directly because we're
Whale
Alpha 3,
died.
we're next door
Whale
to you.
died before you, so we don't know.
Phase 2. See you there.
Okay.
No.
We're going over here, Dream, for a powwow.
I'm gonna get some drinks. I'll be right back.
I mean, did he even have a reason to go into the city? Because they could just bypass it again.
Can they?
I don't know if the...
The reason to take the city is none, honestly. They just have to take the command post.
They can just fuck around and around the side and
Damn
just
it,
kill us
Scott.
the same way they did the first
Haluatko
one.
tietää, mistä se tovi tuli?
They can do
And
the
there's
smart
nothing
thing
we
and
can
just
do
roll
about it.
around.
Hey!
Täällä oli tähy.
If you have any final notices for phase 2 respawns, we're about to get in there. Any information you have for us would be great.
Tulitte tänne, niin se ampui suoraan tästä.
Okay.
Wouldn't it have made sense to split our groups
Se on
into
just
both?
silleen, että
Yeah, worry about feedback after the op is over. Game phases. We're doing phase 2.
Mut meillähän tässä on ryhmä.
As soon as we
I
get in
will
there,
destroy
Onko teillä
more of
vaunu,
them.
kun te respawtte?
as soon as we hop in there, Alpha 4, we're gonna try and start marching eastwards unless the supply officer has news for us. So give it 20 seconds and then we'll start moving east to Alpha 4, firing position 6 on KT6, eastern extremity of the town of Bialawa. We might
By
have
the way,
immediate
the
contact.
respawn time, is that universal for everyone?
Yes, 20 seconds.
On the other team?
Yeah, it's a wave time.
No, not for the other team.
Does the other team have a
Team
longer
has
one?
like 20 minutes.
Onko sulla mun kuinka monta sekuntia?
What? Pardon?
I think it actually dumps
Okei,
us
eli
all.
The other team has like 20 minutes.
Me
I
mennään
think the other team has 15 minutes, just like us.
No, it's 20 minutes. You can see it in your intro.
Alright, we're going.
Alright, and we go.
Sorry about it, we're
Goodbye,
guilty.
friends.
Probably.
Not advancing towards the west, but there are enemy strikers
Gang.
at K.
No need.
Say again, last on net. Enemy strikers at what? Over.
Am I on net?
Where you can get some.
Stay away from me.
Anyone needs a respawn.
KT6.
Enemy strikers on KT6. Fuck.
Proceed to the command post. Proceed to SC3.
Ottakaa tästä tavaraa mitä.
Alpha 4, we're going phase 3. Change of plans.
bringing it.
Come to me. Let's go southwest.
RBR, M80.
Aren't you LAT? You should have that, yeah.
No, I'm team leader.
Your rifle. Oh, your team leader. My rifleman should be carrying spare AT.
I can carry it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Are we getting a ride from final respawn?
Christ alive.
Hang out a bit, we might be getting a ride. We are way out of position.
Eli mennään nyt tästä norttiin.
We are at the respawn mark, southern extremity of the entire AO. Hang out.
Kerran ei liiku yhtään minnekään.
Ei kun me ollaan täällä respawssa.
Okay.
Onko täällä pääsekään tästä teleporttaamaan?
And our platoon lead just said, hey, I'm about to die. Good luck, troop. And then he cut off.
Teleportataan. Kakkonen täällä, teleporttaus. Interaction menuta.
This is going to be a tough final objective hold, huh? Defenders got a rough today.
TVTs hit different. My heart rate shot up so hard when I was trying to kill them.
Good. TVTs are fun.
Yeah. Like, okay, so, like, heavy motorized, like, platoon in strikers.
If this is feedback for the operation, I would save it for after the operation. You can talk amongst yourselves if you like, but I'll be over here.
Okay. Bye-bye. Love you.
Where's the supply officer?
They'll know for now.
Phase 3, apparently.
Well, how are we getting there?
I have no fucking clue.
We might be getting our ride.
Foot? I don't know.
Alpha 10, this is 0.
We're going to find out.
Alpha 10, supply officer, are you on platoon net?
Otherwise, we're really being handicapped.
Hey, firm. Go ahead.
Alpha 10, supply officer, can Alpha 4 teleport from main respawn to query rest TP? That is query west TP and then come to Alpha 4 firing position 3, over. Very fucked.
Negative. MSP is currently mobile till MSP 3 position, over.
You like jazz?
Yeah, that's very nice.
Platoon Sergeant Alpha 4, what do you want us to do? We are currently at primary respawn, southern extremity of the AO then, over. Wasting time here, I need to get moving.
What's not supposed to be those? What's the...
I can understand extra numbers, but they have too much.
I'm going to Steam message Severe, this is a meta question anyways. I need to know whether I can use the teleport system.
One Serb
Fuck, I don't have him on Steam.
10 NATO.
Well, I took out 4, he took out
because Belgium is in NATO, so
3, and down 4.
Come to me at the teleport pole. In a moment, the platoon sergeant will put down a new MSP closer to the AO and then we will teleport to it. I will tell you when, just keep chatting for now.
Anyone want a drink?
Hmm.
What you drinking?
Yeah.
Well, there's been AFI ops that have honestly gone quite smoothly. This just happens to not be one of them.
What is that, my friend?
Oh, I did. I tried to communicate with some Finns because all of you were down. Very difficult.
I communicated with some Germans.
They're Finns, mate.
Luckily, it is my native tongue, even though I haven't used it in 6 years. So, you know, I understood half of what they said.
MSP thing has been placed.
Teleport to mobile spawn point. Do not teleport to query west TP. Instead, teleport to mobile spawn point using the pole. I will be the last one. Go, go, go.
I didn't get quite to the MSP point.
Okay.
Since you guys needed a TP, I figured I'd just stop since this is a pretty safe location at the moment.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sir.
Do you have any position you want us to go? Platoon is dead. Otherwise, we're going to go to a phase 3. We're Alpha 4.
The last reports I heard was enemies at KT8 and KT6, so it's a pretty strong assumption that Biola is fucked at this point. I'd say if you were to set up
phase 3 is with
pickets
Platoon's
table-
instructions. We're going to go to Alpha 4 phase 3 then.
Okay.
Alright, that's northwest.
Alpha 4, follow me, single file column.
Just be careful, because God knows how fast they've moved into this area.
Spacing so we don't get killed.
Yeah.
I'll hang in the back since I'm the marksman.
I mean, it's mechanized, so of course they are fast.
So are the Serb patches a thing on these uniforms or nah?
No, I don't think so.
That is so sad. Probably why we might have lose. Yeah, we might win this still, but if we lose, it's because the Serb patches weren't there.
We can blame the non-patch uniforms.
The other patch into our house. Serbia is always first.
Should probably get a little bit more spacing.
We are traveling right now. If the enemy's back here, the game is literally over. So, I wouldn't sweat it too much.
That's a fair point.
This is a good opportunity to learn how to move with not only your weapon lowered, but also on tactical pace, which I think is C. How do you do tactical
Double tap
pace?
C. Double tap C.
Double C. Double C.
Double tap C.
Yeah, you're going to want to move like that to maintain maximum stamina. It's stamina neutral usually.
Either that or gain stamina.
Okay, Skater, in a moment you're going to take your team up the road, stealthily as possible, to Alpha 4 Picket and get your SMAW set up, bright, chipper, ready to kill. Everyone else will be spacing out around Alpha 4 firing position 1 and setting up trenches, facing northeast.
Roger. Alright, get away from the road. We're gonna shift in the northwest section.
Yeah, go wherever you want. Within 100 meter around that Alpha 4 Picket is fine by me. Just make sure you have a wide sight line and you are hidden.
Yeah, sure.
Yellow hold, red do your thing. I'm gonna check the road real quick.
Hold, guys. Just hold right here. 360.
This is a nice safe spot. Alright. Yellow, let's up some trenches. Sight lines? Let's just set them all up on the southeast side of the road. That is the right. Don't need to cross. This is mostly a hold here and wait until we know where the enemy's attacking from position.
Admin, over.
No, not that kind of
It's a good position, right? Yeah. I mean, I just don't like the fact that there's a ridge there. No.
Yeah.
Oh, build a trench here. Right here. In between the trees.
Do you want M&Ms or do you want Jaffa cakes? Huh.
Jaffa cakes? Hmm.
Oh, neither, actually. I have Belgian chocolate cookies.
Excuse me.
Y'all got an entrenching tool, get building.
I'm doing it.
Someone said Belgian?
I have Belgian
Belgian
chocolate cookies.
Yeah, I know, so...
Can someone build a second trench behind mine in case there's an explosive?
I like you now.
What are you building? Which trench did you decide upon?
I decided a short one because short stacks are cute.
Yeah, okay, works for me.
Accurate.
Make it a goblin trench. Green.
Of course. There is no other method.
And make it dummy thick.
What about orc dummy mommies? How do we feel about orc dummy
Can someone
mommies?
help me dig in my one, please?
That is what I'm doing right now.
Yep, we're both doing it. It's just slow because it's, yeah, you're moving a lot of dirt, puppy.
Digging a short one over here.
Having dug a slit trench before, it takes about half an hour to do a good one, so...
Have you ever had to dig a standing trench?
No.
Fuck that!
Now, you see, what I had to do before is dig a trench for an APC. It's not good. Not fun.
Did it take an entire day?
Yep.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, it takes like 4 people in a whole ass day.
And then there was a time where we had to dig like 10 crouching trenches.
Here's the real question.
That was fun.
Would you rather be in a foxhole with a real-life military veteran or an Arma military veteran?
Not sure.
Real life one, because the real life one won't be wearing programmer socks. And
Wouldn't it be comforting to have a QT femboy Arma BF in the trench with you?
It depends. Is the real life veteran a bobbit? Alright, are they like signals intelligence or something? I don't know, I might take the Arma boy over signals intelligence.
I'm gonna be honest, it would be nice to have Nutmeg here right now. He's very comforting. Very good. It is green.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to.
Should we make this one bigger or keep it low so it kind of blends in with the scenery?
This is as big as it goes anyways.
Another one there.
I think I will get it.
Okay, help the reverse trench.
Oh yeah, we need
I'm
one
a real life veteran,
between.
sort of, and I know Ace. I know Ace. And I've been in the...
This is Alpha 3. Does anyone read me on this channel?
On the grass.
Alpha 4 reads 3.
I know how to bring you back in real life and in Arma.
Team leader hears you.
Hey, listen, I know how to shoot 120mm
Alpha
mortar,
2,
so fuck you up.
one team moving up to uniform
Just
7.
wait until I get
Does
this
anybody
mortar
have
set up.
information if that area is secure?
Well, I mean, you're not cool enough. Scarmo, Arma mortar setup is fast.
Red, how well can you see down the road, and if so,
Yeah,
how
just
far?
imagine somebody coming at you like 5 meters away.
Wait, one.
Like,
Take out a
no
mortar.
joke.
From
I
current
think
position,
our time
about
was
like
3.5 minutes from
This is
arriving
Alpha
to
50 to
shooting.
100 meters
Team
down the
leader,
road.
does anybody hear me?
Can you poke somebody out northeast and
What do
see
you
if
mean
you can see
leveling
further?
technique?
For example, all the way to the town. It'd be quite a ways, but that's okay with me.
We could put west of
Alpha
hill
4 is on net.
81. The one north
That's
side
your
of the
leveling
road.
technique in World of Warcraft.
You don't need to level the terrain when you shoot
We're
the
holding
mortar.
in the ditch next to A4 Beacon.
south of
Like,
I didn't enjoy WoW when I played.
north to our...
We're gonna be moving towards hill 281. Check for recon.
This is Alpha 2 team
Be very
leader, does
careful.
anybody copy?
We're staying low.
Alpha 4 is on net.
No, do you know what the fire control
Does
is?
anybody have information if Uniform 7 area
No.
or the town
Mortars
of
don't use fire
Bialava is
artillery
secure?
computers.
Current status of town of Bialawa as of 10
you
minutes
get
ago.
is some
KT6,
You put those numbers in
KT8,
the
striker
dialing-
presence,
dialing
pushing
thing,
in.
and then
Over.
spared levels.
Fun fact, Paul, I know that in the scouts.
Oh god.
Like, what's it called in your country? Pathfinder, I
Okay,
think?
this is Alpha 2
What?
team leader.
Yeah, you
we
know
have
the,
just entered
the
Uniform 8
the youth movements,
northeast
like, you know.
and moving up
Oh.
to the town.
Red team, you will have
Bialava
friendlies
TP.
north-northeast.
Like Boy Scouts.
Alpha 2 is pushing back into
I know
Bialawa.
that how to use mortar instruments in
Hey,
Boy
for,
Scouts.
this is
should have a
my
number
squad is having radio issues
on Takeover
and position next to L281 is no eyes, so town is uphill from here, so can't see anything.
What? I'm bad at reading a map. Okay. Well, go back to your original position with 100 meter distance. That's fine. Whatever.
Wait for moving back east.
Okay, can someone help me build this one? I'm building a secondary trench, so we have some back cover as well.
Yeah, can I help you over
So
there?
the town itself is downhill, but there's a fucking ditch in the
I'll
way
help
that prevents us
you,
from seeing anything.
I'm building.
How far would you have to move to be able to see the town?
Be advised, our current position is
in the
south
middle of a
of
field.
the quarry, in the tree line south of the quarry. We're
Okie
getting
dokie. Stay at your Alpha 4 picket then.
audio to the east-southeast.
Also, I'm
no
very
eyes yet.
tempted to build a small trench next to it, so I can have like a stand-up point.
The ASR, that's the MSR. Okay.
That's right. I'm thinking big
I'm
brain.
oriented.
Mortar fun fact, the shell weighs 16 kilos.
Really? Dang.
Yeah, it's 120
Rapid fire's the bitch.
You drop it on my head.
I nearly dropped one on my head.
Good job.
Actually, I nearly flat out.
Alright, Captain. Hope you have a nice Saturday.
God, imagine the CBT you could do with that. Oh, fire.
This is Alpha 3, we've got contact south of the quarry, contact south of the quarry. We're coming in the tree line, contact to our southeast close.
I'm gonna keep watching southeast.
Alpha 3,
Yeah,
4.
there's a
Command
reveal
post? Yes,
of
no?
2 hands. Who's that standing out in the open to the northeast?
Alpha 10 is
Skater?
also...
Skaters, that
We
you
will
was
likely
not
be
running
moving
on the field?
momentarily.
Yes.
This is Alpha 3, enemy infantry must have moved from Oscar 4.
Oh, that's
Oscar
actually
4,
here, BMP.
they've moved, at least some elements moved west of Oscar 4 into the trees.
On trench finish.
That puts them near the MSP. That puts them near the MSP. Platoon Sergeant. MSP in danger. Over.
Yeah, copy. MSP is currently immobile.
Sounds like we have
due to
enemies
infantry.
northeast of 05.
Contacted admins waiting on assistance. Over.
Platoon Sergeant, this is Alpha 4. Permission to displace off the northern flank. Leave it empty and come south.
This is Alpha 10.
Me pelataan ulkomaksi muutenkin tätä meidän joukkue, niin tuossa oli vaan minun ryhmäläisiä nyt.
Enemy directly from the east.
Lithuanian armed forces. Aren't you British? No. That is an insult.
Enemies 05, enemies Oscar 5.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4, in position, firing position 3. Over.
I was a mortar man, yeah.
Getting scared.
Good.
Should we be watching south as well?
Honestly, all the contacts are currently on Oscar 5, but I'm trying to ask for permission to move.
Alpha 3.
Why would they come
Alpha 2 and Alpha 3
Sure, one
increase
from the
your
BMPs just blew up.
SC3 positions. Be advised
Again.
enemy Oscar 5 moving west.
They just go past us, don't
Be advised, Alpha 3 is already in contact.
Oh,
We're
that's a
currently
smokestack. I don't like
just
that.
north of Oscar 5 at the tree line. We're in contact with infantry to east.
It's going okay, maybe.
This is Alpha 02 manning the
That's small already.
Maybe not so okay.
Copy Alpha 02.
I'm gonna stay hopeful and say that's the
Alpha
enemy
10, this
striker.
is Alpha 01.
Alpha 10.
Really
This is Alpha 01, we repaired our BMP and our north of command post. What's our instructions? Over.
Copy. Enemy is advancing through Oscar 2 and Oscar
Unless
3.
it's multiple
Attempt to
strikers.
flank the enemy from Uniform 9, shoot down into their side from there.
Oh, dude, that would be so bad.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4. Orders?
And it's Alpha 4. Alpha 4, fall back directly to the command post to protect it in close defense.
Okay, boys. Fall back to the command post. Red, you can fall back from your current position. Run to the command post. We will have contact south and potentially east.
From Red's moving in the open. We're moving straight towards the command post.
And good luck. Oh, there's no climbing. God damn it. Road or gap.
Why am I stuck
Well,
walking?
turns out the vehicle crews are playing as infantry. What's your current position?
Command post. Meet us there. Defend.
Are there people to northeast? Are those friendly?
We have friendlies all around. Contact should be 600 meters southeast.
Alpha 02, do you copy?
What's the key bind to start running instead of walking?
Red team is northeast of you for about like 100 meters.
You probably need to double tap C again.
Alpha 02, this is Alpha 10, do you read?
Alpha 02,
You guys all lost me. I'm to your left. Please follow me.
We are,
That's what I get for following the herd.
we are currently...
Don't be a sheep.
Repeat.
Be a cow.
Go. Be a gamer.
That sounds like a
Repeat,
slogan.
Alpha 02.
Sounds like they're finally doing something.
I can hear you now.
Copy.
Yeah, so it turns out
180
you pit
GM
4
carrier
BMP2s
on
against a
Oscar
single Striker
4
50 cal
vicinity
and dump all their
engage
AP rounds into it.
one
and the
normal
Striker 50
striker,
cal
how
wins.
copy? Still operational, awaiting for further orders.
Yeah,
Continue
that's why we've
hunting,
already
destroy
lost the
enemy
BMP.
vehicles. That's the
Hey
order.
guys, I'm gonna say it one more time. Please keep balanced discussion off net. Nothing's gonna change. The op is as is, and let's finish playing it. Save it for the AR.
Alpha 10, this is Alpha.
You can talk about it amongst yourselves on local if you have the time and air, but right now we do have a lot of guys to shoot south and east.
9 looking southeast and
Do you want Red
east
team to move up
of
the
Movement
ridge line?
right,
there was
southeast,
one
that's what it is.
striker. We
In the
engaged it,
compound?
but our
In the compound, that is
just
definitely
running
us or
over.
the ops over. No, that's
Copy, fall
us.
back and get prepared.
That's us.
Are you saying that's sus?
No, it's us. It's not among us. Lord.
Bogus.
Oh god, please. Blue team is group
I'm gonna kill myself.
Red team's moving up the ridge line. We're trying to get eyes on anything, really.
Wait, we have to get there and salute the glorious
All
Serb flag.
victors who are still active. All vehicles still active. Report on net.
Assumed direction of enemy flank is south to east. Red, you can hold east, that is, for a bit. I'm gonna try and get on the roof and see if I can fortify something.
Alpha 02 still active.
Yeah, we can get on this roof.
Sydney, stay safe. Yellow, push east with Gever in lead. It's rather, sorry, Gever, push south-southeast onto the ridge and take a peek.
Copy. Try to intercept the enemy from Oscar 3. How copy?
I'm just gonna make this
behind.
Yeah, nobody else come on the roof with me. This is dumb. I just want to see if I can glitch a trench up here.
Red, we're just south of it. Just trying to get out some fuckers again.
You want us to go south-southeast?
Copy.
Red team.
Gever, south-southeast. Red, hold east. Use the ridges.
Just advise my squad leaders moving to the MSP.
Yellow and red, repeat back your orders to me.
Maneuver south of MSP.
Moving south-southeast.
Copy. The east side of MSP seems relatively secure.
No go.
Enemy has been stopped at Oscar 4.
Sporadic gunshots near A1 picket.
Enemy spotted, Oscar 4. Enemy spotted, Oscar 5. South.
They are moving along the edge of the game area to the south.
Advise about moving a bit more further to the south. They can see here from the ship.
Sydney, follow me. I'm looking around for good defensive spots. Okay, Sydney can stay safe. You can crest wherever you like. Don't go too far.
We require support east of the MSP. Alpha 4, this is 10.
Change of plans. Yellow, red. Consolidate on yellow's location. Momentarily, I will be leading you in a charge south to save the MSP.
Alpha 4, this is 10. Do you read?
Go for 4. We're currently on the command post.
Where is it?
Southeast of the compound.
Enemies to your south is Oscar 4. Do you think you could send a fire team to flank them?
Already on it. Change of plans. Red, come to command post proper. Elevate on a ridge, facing southeast or southwest. Yellow, move to Oscar 5 now. Yellow, you are flanking enemy. Good luck.
Roger, moving to Oscar 5 now.
You want blue with green or yellow?
Oh yeah, blue. Follow yellow into battle. They're going south. Just be near them and don't shoot friendlies.
Just go towards the gunfire.
Well, interrogative for red team. Do you want us to be assaulting the enemies or just holding against
Hold and defend and prepare for strike or assault.
Just affirm holding.
The factory rooftop is bad, but it's not that bad. So consider sending somebody up here as a spotter.
Factory rooftop is gonna go the side roof.
The side roof, which is accessible by ladder from the south, has a lip for prone cover.
Yellow in contact, close east.
Okay, shut up on that. Let yellow do their thing. Yellow, you can use the net.
Any Alpha
Good luck.
Alpha 02, a lot of infantry with Alpha 0 on Oscar 4, unable to engage enemy house traffic.
Copy. Did you get your DMP?
No. On Oscar 4, no known enemy vehicles, how copy.
Copy.
We are trying to intercept from using the western road and maybe trying to get into the Oscar 6 or similar area.
Copy. Any Alpha vehicles, BMP.
You guys are on your own for medic. Good luck. Yellow, I'm here with you. Report nature of contact. Also, yellow went in the wrong direction.
I think it's only me. Bearing 120 to 140, at least a fire team sized element.
How far?
50 meters and less.
Engage to the last man. Red, set up, facing southeast. They're here. They're close.
Affirm. Germany holding in the forest about southeast south of Core TP. This is a really
What's your vantage, Red? How far?
From here, not a lot. Can't really see anything because there's a fucking ridgeline again.
Okay, Scarmo, if you're alive, crawl back to the factory and get in the side roof. You'll have a good vantage facing south.
On my way.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4.
Northeast, coming in towards A1 picket.
Alpha 4 has close contact on Victor 1, firing position 2, 1 squad. Over.
Copy. Enemy south of the MSP. Whoever's close to the MSP.
Papi, I'm in the bushes just behind the team shed.
Yellow, for what remains, Yellow, have an ambush there at Victor 1 firing position 2 and ambush people as they pass you. Good luck.
Yep, roger.
Make sure you're on Whisper on task force.
Just be advised, we're trying to comb the area south of the MSP right now. We haven't found any enemy infantry yet.
Scarmo! Follow me, ladder's over here!
Do we have any friendlies there?
now?
I was gonna take the stairs so I could get shot, but...
No, the stairs don't actually work. Unfortunately, the stairs are broken.
Good.
Red cannot verify. IFF, we have dark green. You can always check briefing.
Confirm, yeah.
Eva, where did you move to? I can't find you.
Enemy is a very sandy, very UCP NATO.
No eyes on contacts for now, just calling out because there's a lot of shots around it.
This is Alpha 3, we're currently somewhat east of MSP, about maybe 100 meters. We have contact to the east.
Copy, contact to the east.
Updates. Alpha 1, heavy contact. Our east, Alpha 1 picket. Alpha 3 is south at Oscar 5, defending what remains of the MSP. We are here. Over.
Right, this Alpha 3, we believe there's enemy infantry around Oscar 5.
Permission to red team to move up a little bit east and try to get eyes on Striker.
Red, we have close contact within 150 meters south of the command post you are staying here. In fact, I want you to readjust southeast so that you can get eyes on Victor 1, firing position 2. Red, do you read?
Alpha 4 on this net.
Affirm, good copy. Adjusting.
Alpha 4.
Copy, are you in fire position 3 near vicinity?
Alpha 4 is all on Query, and Victor 1, firing position 2. Engage with close contact. Over.
Copy. Any eyes on enemy Victor?
Alpha 4, wait one. Yellow, if you've seen any enemy vehicles, please shout out now, otherwise keep your peace. Good luck.
Hostile squads moving up to us, our location.
Affirm. Multiple squads, confirm?
Right now I can only tell it's one, possibly two.
Okay, just shoot, just keep yourself alive, just shoot and kill.
Coming from the west, don't shoot the friendly BRDM.
Alpha 4 reporting, enemy massing near Victor 1, firing position 2. No vehicles that we can see. Infantry, over.
Copy.
Any remaining DFAs on this net, please report.
Get rockets ready. It's a hold defense by my position.
This is Alpha 01, we are still on the net.
Hey, Red.
Copy,
Hey
is
there.
that okay?
Game is fine, he's just not waking up.
Sydney, where you at?
We reset the scan and are
I'm in the hole.
Sydney, I need you west, south side of Query, the furthermost shack in the Query ditch.
Oscar 1 and Oscar 4. Support with fire towards Oscar
You need to transfuse
5.
Gabber, he's in the tin shack.
Alpha 01, copy, over.
Enemies are suppressed, they're moving eastwards.
Eastwards away from Victor 1, firing position 2, confirm.
Be advised, enemy infantry are trying to flank to our right, so they're moving south of Oscar 4 and moving south of Oscar 4, trying to play that right flank.
Mortars, cover, mortars, cover.
Yeah, mortars coming in. Red team just got hit. Red team get down.
Indirect, dropping on Query.
Those mortars are hitting Yellow's position.
Jesus just got direct hit.
Yeah, same. Small damage, but suppressed the shit.
Our emphasis is self-defense. Our emphasis is self-defense. Readjust to do whatever you can for it. Over.
Red team, once you're back in full health, keep her watching the same position.
Don't be advised, Alpha 2 element is around Alpha Elephant.
Try to get the rockets up right now.
Repeat.
The element, one team element radical Alpha 2 is around the elephant and we are striking behind.
Try to go with the audible.
Copy.
Skarmo, good luck up there. You're the eyes and ears of the Query.
I'm not seeing any enemies yet.
Red team, you good?
Good.
Good. Okay, fair. Enemies just mortared the shit out of Victor 1 FP2.
Yeah, Yellow, if you guys died up there, I just want to say good job. You made them so paranoid that they retreated and shelled their own location because they didn't like you guys.
Base.
Poppy, are you alive?
And by the way, hey Viv, I just haven't been talking much.
Fucking smoke
Busy.
trails coming in north towards A1 FP3.
Any sights on enemy vehicles?
Try to get a PID if it's in front of BTR.
Close vehicle, near quarry, friendly.
Oh, no idea.
Affirm.
Copy, we saw Alpha 01.
Maybe the last man. Enemy is currently heavily smoking out
Alpha
position.
2 picket, but lost sight.
You said alpha position, could you elaborate?
Well, Sydney, I'm reporting Gevra is back up. Out.
I'm back up.
Gever, slowly probe with the remaining blue member to Victor 1 firing position 2, take a peek and then come on back. If you find any unconscious, bring him back too.
Yale's position is being overrun by an enemy squad.
Yep, that's where I'm sending Gever right now. Get the frags ready.
Is an MSP gonna be active sometime? A few of us need to respond here.
No guarantee, it might be gone for the whole game.
Officer 2 attempting to break through BLL.
Hi Sydney, water's more, probably coming soon. Be careful.
Yeah, I have my little hole here.
It's a good hole.
It's nice and safe.
Just stand up there. You will have contact, don't worry, you'll have a fuck ton of
I'm terrified.
Enemies are pushing east to west along.
This is Alpha 3. Victor F2 is trying the furthest south flank. We're pushing.
Maybe they're gonna try and take the quarry overlook southwest. Be ready for it.
Good news, thank you.
Alpha 10, Alpha 4, multiple squads.
Be advised,
Alpha 10, Alpha 4, multiple squads amassing on Victor 1 firing position 2, starting to move west to, I assume, take the overlook from the quarry, southwest.
Copy, multiple squads, Victor 1 firing position 2. Alpha 01.
You guys said close contact, I don't hear a lot of shooting. Are you dead up there?
Most of us.
This is Alpha 01, we engaged one striker, our engine is down.
Okay, remember, they have gray uniforms.
And I'm firing TNT. Over. Copy.
Any unknown remaining infantry. Turn fast. Deflect enemy attack at Victor 1.
I just put my gun up the anus of an enemy and ran out of bullets. I'm falling back because I literally ran out of ammo.
Take his gun.
There was more.
Have any remaining
ran
infantry
into an enemy fire team.
firing position 2 west.
This is Alpha 3. We're actually south of Victor 1 now. We're sort of trying to clear Oscar 4 right at this moment, so we're south of that marker.
Keep watching the same position. Jesus, keep covering me.
One enemy squad went east from the fire position and another is assaulting it.
Kill as many of these bastards as you can.
I've dumped 5 mags and that is all I have.
You got frag grenades, smokes, a knife?
I have an entrenching tool. If melee was allowed, I'd do it.
Enemy contact, direct south of the quarry on the tree line.
Alpha 2 element in the north is engaged with the enemy to the south. Left in FP2.
No,
Enemies around Oscar 2 and Oscar 1 engaging to us northeast.
Right, I took a left with some Germans and I have no clue where I am right
We
now.
managed to disable one enemy striker
I'm walking towards
and
gunfire
wound
position.
enemy. There's another striker coming around from Oscar 3. Be advised.
Copy.
Blue team, where's your position?
I'm with Gever, he's alive.
Okay, this is Alpha 3. Confirming
I'm alive,
Oscar 4 is now
just,
clear. We may proceed further north to Victor
It was
1.
Belgium, we have 3 men strong at the
Copy. Alpha 3, fall back to Oscar 5. Enemies Oscar 5 north.
Bodies are on cleanup script.
Okay. Lucius, I've got command. Got command here. He wants us to return to Oscar 5.
You got this. I believe in you. Remember, Serb. White smoke popping south the quarry. Tree line. Alpha 10, 4.
Alpha 10.
Quarry is quiet. Contact tree line south watching us. Maybe down to a fire team. I think we withered them a little bit. Over.
Copy, continue fighting. We're also in contact with that same enemy.
This is Alpha 3, we're in contact. We're currently just west of Oscar 4 by about 100 meters. Contact is to our
I
west.
assume I'm allowed to take enemy weapons if I really ran out of ammo?
Yes. When you come back, call it. You might get shot anyways, so know that. Scarmo, mag check.
Alpha 02, this is 10.
I'm here. I have 13 mags.
Okay, good. Go nuts.
Alpha 03, this is
Last
10.
I spotted contact bearing 185, moving left to right 2 minutes ago.
This is Alpha 03, we've lost our BMP. I'm on the RTO for the Alpha 3.
Alright. Alpha 04, 10.
Go for 4.
Is your BMP still operational?
Approaching from the southwest.
Alpha 4 BMP has been down for quite a few minutes now. Over.
Copy.
I'm currently west of 05.
I think they're all hanging low since I'm here now.
There are friendlies and enemies all over that 05 area, so just watch your shots.
I'm with a squad, I don't know what they are.
Hey Firm, if you feel safe and you can brake, make sure you go a little west of north and then come to us. There are contacts on Ridge 275 south of Quarry.
I see a big pile of smoke. Is that anywhere near you?
Got a friendly smoke like north of us. It's covering a BMP that's been either fixed or crawling for death. Red team
Sandwich, we're kind of winning. Not really, no. We're on the last legs of our defense and it's probably going to be over soon.
Who's with me on Victor?
Well, suggestion, the enemies that are at the fire position seem to be wounded and can easily be counterattacked since I literally walked up on them and threw a frag grenade in the middle.
We are the last people here. I will inform others about it, but we are staying here. Except for Yellow and Red, who are already spaced out.
Are you
things.
in the quarry compound?
Red team, check. When was your last contact?
No fucking infantry contact, but a BMP just took a rocket. Enemy contacts are in the field next to the A1FP tree marker.
Red, I just don't need you to stay alive just in case the strikers come in. Preferably peek over the ridge east from Quarry once in a while and look into the field and blow up strikers, but keep yourself alive, Red. Over.
Are those friendlies on the roof of the factory?
Yes, of course. We have the factory still.
They're shooting at us.
Scarmo, gray uniforms only.
I'm only shooting USP. I'm shooting the guys in the forest.
Then you have close contact, buddy.
They're shooting at us. Direct south of the factory is friendly.
There are also enemies there, so just careful with your shots, that's all.
That was...
We're gonna break away from the German squad and move into the factory.
Enemy contacts are crossing the road next to the PLT boat from FP tree marker.
Hey, from.
Hey guys, there's a smoke east of you. I think that's...
All elements, 4. All elements 4, enemy infantry squads are making a crossing at platoon, Brona group, firing position 3 mark. East to west, over.
Wrong mark. Fucking wrong net.
Alpha 1.
I said it on the right net.
You're
Fuck
going
task
to
force.
Oscar 4 west, facing north. Enemies at Oscar 1 attempting to enter quarry.
Oh, platoon called it though.
Understood, anchoring at Oscar 4.
We got a single MG on the road, just fucking holding it.
Yeah, Red, good luck, just hold that northeast.
Stand, do you copy?
I'm with him.
Alpha 3, this is 10, do you copy?
Red, did you see any of them get across?
Hey, for 1 or 2 infantry tried to go across, one of them started to pull up to the MG, they got shot.
I'm gonna station myself in the northeasternmost building from this position.
Watch your fire, watch for the fucking MG.
Some friendlies are approaching the Victor 1 FP2 marker from the west.
Ashley, get ready with a rocket.
Alpha 2, this is 10, do you read?
Readying.
Alright, Jesus, rocket. He's moving up! Due northeast! Due northeast! striker moving up on us, northeast of fucking red team pump.
Enemy striker northeast of quarry. I'll carry you.
Actually,
I got you. I got you.
Hit him once.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch to carry. Trying to get you in the compound before I get shot.
They're working from the field.
We got one of them.
Did it get
Good shit.
out?
Confirm the kill. Is it dead?
Watch out, full no.
Alpha 4, this is 10. Did that striker die?
4, confirm explosion.
Copy, continue God's work.
There is
Okay.
3 people behind this
Thanks,
bridge.
man.
I'm packing.
Yeah, I have no bandages left.
We have a medic over here. In fact, I'm just gonna get your leg healed so you can walk to them.
This was fun.
Keep suppression up north. We got contacts. They're firing at us from the north.
We're gonna post contact north in a moment. Maybe you don't need this leg. Maybe you can be in a window. 1 sec.
I mean,
You can get on the north side of the building and just keep looking east. That would be appreciated.
Sydney, you're here just in time.
I need ammo for my
Sydney, help me mech this guy.
Still looking north along the street, but
Oh shit.
don't guarantee that enemies don't pass
Oh.
My man?
across the street.
I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna start shooting
Yeah, I
northeast.
was
I
at
think there's
the,
contact close.
the burning BMP.
Okay, watching northeast.
Taking the tourniquet off.
Their crew dismounted from the striker.
You're getting the platinum service here. God damn, I knew I shouldn't have taken that tourniquet off! I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid.
And died mostly. I have 2
Transfuse him quick, I'll CPR. I'm so stupid. Why did I take the fucking tourniquet off before that last little cut? He bled out from that tiny cut.
Where's the second dismount?
It's
I
fine.
see him. Got him.
Well, we need his gun. We need him fighting. Contact could be here in 30
Right, both
seconds.
dismounts are dead.
Jesus is down. He's not gonna make it.
He still has no heart rate. Great.
Grab his rocket. Grab his rocket.
This is my last mag.
I'm so sorry, Drake.
I'm taking
Alpha 1.
Take everything from the guy. Just take everything from the guy. If he's gonna die, shoot him in the head.
Okay, I'm gonna give him 2 liters and then
4 in and on top of quarry.
Should pump.
Roughly 6 strong. We have our AT. Over.
Just get back. We've got contacts up north in the forest.
Alpha 1 reporting any infantry contacts from
What's their location or list?
He needs an epinephrine. He needs an epinephrine so I can restart his heart.
Red team is due east of the southern side of the factory. We're in the forest hugging the ridgeline.
Copy.
Enemies are trying to cross from the north section across PLT bone group FP3, so might get eyes from that position.
The crew dismounted from the striker and got like 2 of them. I don't know more.
Both of them are dead. Both of them are dead.
Okay, because that's the one who got.
Alright, transfusion's going in.
Yeah.
He's epied.
I'm gonna continue CPR.
Yep.
He needs it bad. I'm sorry, Drake. I'm sorry, Drake. I'm sorry, Drake. I can't believe I took that tourniquet off and killed Drake. Fuck.
Right,
Hold an angle, try to get eyes on enemy infantry, and just hold their advance for red team.
Alright, he's gonna get another 500 because it was lost a large
Well,
amount of
he's alive.
blood.
Yes, we're in the compound. It is quiet here. Skarmu, how's the roof?
Not seeing anything so far. I'm holding both east and the forest line.
Also, for everybody in red team, get on Whisper.
Okay, he's good. He's good. He'll wake up soon. Sorry, Drake.
Watch out.
They're crossing the road again. Fucking crap.
Whale's gonna push up to hold the road. Good luck, Sydney.
Right. He should be able to get up.
Sydney, you're gonna want to defend these windows.
Yo.
Light him up, suppress him. I'm gonna pop a frag on him.
Thanks, man.
Nice one.
Hell yeah, beam.
More enemies attempting to cross the road northeast.
3 or 4, my guys.
Yeah, sounds like at A2 picket, lots of enemies.
Alpha 3 is 3 men strong at Victor 1 FP2, and they're assisting us defending the road.
Confirm enemy on farm position 3, Alpha 2.
A-firm, a little bit settled there. You're at the edge of the forest corner.
Crossing the road. I am.
don't push him too hard.
Yeah, I'm just going behind the striker and just taking a position.
Jesus is unconscious.
Again?
Jesus is dead.
He's dead.
Ashley, are you good?
Send it up to
Taking his machine gun now.
Ashley, you dead?
Hell yeah.
Do optical.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm behind the line. I'm behind the line.
If you're behind him, try to frag them.
I don't have any more frags.
I believe in you.
They're trying to crawl across the road. I pushed them and killed 3. I fragged the rest.
Pull him back, yeah.
Heart's beating.
Oh, don't suicide. If you're gonna suicide, at least stay low in the smoke. I believe in you, buddy.
Ready check, okay?
Me and Red are coming. We just got respawned.
All squads on this net.
How you doing, Drake?
Don't scream at them.
Enemy north of the quarry.
I'm fine. No.
Okay, I just headshot at 3 of them. They were trying to crawl across the road because we suppressed them with the MG, and I caught them with their pants down. Very much so.
That's fun.
But I need to stay alive and I need to stay here, and so does the medic.
Stamina, but I'm behind.
Drake, in about, I'd say, 1 minute 45 seconds, there will be enemy contact on that wooden shed you know, northeast here on the hill. If you want to get there early, you could try and ambush them from a bush with that little SMG. Otherwise, you can fight from these positions. It's up to you. It's up to you.
I got like 4 or 5 of them.
Sounds good.
I saw the ragdoll.
Good luck!
Thanks.
Alpha 4. All round defense. Prepare to
Audible
receive
engine, east.
4 copy. Caught a fire team with their pants down crossing the road near Alpha 2 firing position 3. We've belayed them, but it's at least a squad. Over. Sydney, I think if they crest, it'll be slightly more to the left, but I don't know for sure, so just keep an eye out and hold a narrow-ass angle. Good luck.
Alpha 4 north of you in that white smoke, enemy.
Eyes. Platoon reporting. Enemy smoke northeast has enemy inside of it. Close to the quarry.
No friendly smoke. Days are apart.
Red team currently holding the road again.
Alpha 10, Alpha 02, respond. Any left vehicles for us?
I don't know, check the main base flag.
Got enemies on the left side of the road.
Yeah, I got like 3 of them. I got them.
Vehicle, hot copy.
Copy. If you can't spawn one from the flag post and report into the defense of the quarry as infantry.
Is that you crawling next to the wall?
Copy that.
Yep.
We cannot spawn.
Alright, we're gonna cover you from the northeast. Just try to stay in cover from that section.
Copy.
We are still looking though if we can salvage Alpha 1's BMP 2 from
Seems like he's taking
Striker spot me in the striker spot.
Let's see. Break. Contact direct north of command post mark. I took out a few, I think.
Contact north of command post, copy.
The
repeat last about striker.
Striker northwest in the
based on the contact report I just received from Alpha 3 on short range, enemy is moving north of Oscar 1 and is going to attempt an attack from that direction. So Alpha 4, be prepared for that.
Okay, so northwest, enemy striker.
4 copy, we have 5 holding, that's all we can do.
Alpha click.
Yeah, there's no friendlies around you.
Who?
He's moving. Oh fuck.
Affirm, so Alpha ditch. Oh fuck, I see him shooting at you.
Looks like Striker M25.
Do we still have a medic?
We have a medic in the blue building, north side of command post.
That's too far for us, Ashley.
Roger.
If I can get someone with AT up to my position, I can get you to a clear shot on the striker.
Where are you, Paul?
Direct north of the command post, you see the little hut? I'm there.
Okay,
enemies all over that. Infantry are going to push on it soon, be careful.
Okay, me and Ashley only. Me and Ashley only.
Approach from the south.
Two-time Striker is moving from KT8 into the L bend.
So a little hut alone on the north side?
And dismount there, probably.
Affirm, we'll be there in 1 mic.
Reports of 2 enemy strikers going to reinforce Oscar 1 with infantry. More strikers coming in east.
Might be slightly longer, but never mind.
If stamina has been drained, just walk backwards.
No, I was being eaten by
Where's this medic?
I see one striker and I hear another.
Hey, Morlock. They're inside. No, they're inside here.
Hey, firm, Paul, we're moving up to you. Is he still holding?
Ashley, patient back here. No, not Ashley. Sorry, Sydney. Sydney, you've got a patient at the main door here. I'll take your sector.
Hey, firm. There's nothing more terrifying than running into the enemy fire team, dumping 5 mags, and it's someone.
Who's mine?
We're at the solo shed, we don't see it.
Adrenaline.
What squad is that on the northeast side of the command post?
Alpha 4.
I see you. I'm behind you.
Alright, you guys
Actually,
are
go
fighting,
prone. Go prone once you're up the ridge.
Actually, that might be 3. 1 second.
I've had 3 weapons now because I keep running out of ammo.
Yep, phone down.
Understandable.
I'll be back.
This has like 40 rounds in it. I have like a Scorpion
moving
2
towards
mags,
Oscar
and I
4
just
from
picked
the
up
spawn,
an M4.
so we're south of Oscar 4, moving that direction.
Scarmy, you get more action in a moment. I think we're going to have some enemies crossing northeast in 2 minutes or so.
Go far west for
They're massing for a platoon level attack northeast.
Otherwise, you might get shot in the open.
Alpha 4 reporting northeast extremity, I think, is Alpha 3.
Let me get the range, Ashley. Once I get a range, you'll be good to shoot.
Alpha 10, Alpha 2.
Aim, Ashley, aim.
Alpha 2 moving northwest of Quarry.
Yeah, you can hear the strikers in the forest northeast. They're massing.
By the road. We are gonna go to...
Ashley, aim 350 meters. I'm ready.
To the elephant and go...
Come on, big money, Ashley.
On Oscar 1.
Please.
Lower, aim.
I went over.
Half a striker higher. He's moving now.
Fuck.
He's moving. Hold fire. We missed a shot.
This is Alpha 3. We believe there's striker movement around Oscar 2
Me and Red are to
location.
the southwest.
That's correct.
Everyone in Alpha 4, make sure you are maintaining northeast defense right now. That's our direction, except for Skarmu, who's looking around a little bit.
Large quantity of strikers coming through Oscar 2, it seems.
Okay, well, I'm in a position to fuck them up
Any
right now.
torpedoes currently near Oscar 2?
You are clear to act on your own conscience, but there are not a lot of respawns. Reports from platoon, multiple strikers, Oscar 2, east.
Explosion south?
That was a
That was to
LAT.
the west and it just went over our heads.
Is there really no staircase to this building?
I think it was
There's no
aimed at you
upper.
guys.
There's gunfire coming from
Alpha 4, are you still good?
Alpha 4 reporting 5 to 7 men, northeast of the quarry, holding.
Copy.
Red team, are they at the edge of the forest, northeast yet?
This is Red Team, no eyes in a moment. We're pulling back to the old location.
Where is the old location?
Eastbound, like due east of Core TP at the edge. We moved up like 5 to 10 meters.
Copy, copy.
Command post to get a shot on the tank.
That's Alpha 3, just confirming that
Fucking striker, whatever.
Modern Major in Alpha 10 is kind of unconscious, but we can't do
More
anything
luck.
for him due to lack of medic.
Come with me.
Copy that, I understand.
Sure. I got like 120
Oh,
rounds,
shit.
over 40 rounds for this thing.
This guy's fucking dead. Does he have frag grenades? Let's see.
You look at Oscar 2,
I took it.
enemies coming from that
Okay.
direction with strikers.
Like 3 weapons.
We're gonna push up past the BMP. We're gonna have heavy contact our east close, and you're gonna shoot. Especially if you see UCP. Get a whisper.
I mean, I have a spare weapon, so I'm down to
Get a
just
whisper.
kick over the hill and just mag dump.
Get a whisper.
Adult pause.
Back and pause there for moving back to you. Get a striker making noise southeast.
I'm currently by the Brona group marker, and I'm trying to sneak up on them.
Don't overextend yourselves into Oscar 1, guys. Try and stay close to the command post.
Morlock. Morlock, contact in here. Get in cover. Stand whisper, potential contact. Someone's trying to poke on us from the north. There's somebody over there. If you can kill him, good luck. If you can't, then hold northeast around the edge of this lumber pile. Good luck. Striker, we're up main road, northwest.
2 enemies attempted to approach from north. 3 enemies.
Gator, can you get back to your old position?
And we are trying to...
Holy shit, they tried to hit me with a toe.
Do you see him, Paul? Paul?
Are you
Morlock, you
all in the
alive?
compound?
Pulling down. Ashley, hold position around here.
Alright. I got a lot of smoke northeast on the ridge.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back on Paul said. I'm gonna try to get eyes on the fucking vehicle. I'm keeping Ashley on the eastern side.
Morlock, you alive? Sorry, Morlock.
Is that the 3? Could I get a clarification where this tow striker is again?
I think we're out of tickets too.
Northwest of A3 ticket, on directly north of it. I've got one squad engaging it.
Got an additional tow striker, Alpha 2 picket.
Stay safe. We're out of tickets.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you guys?
Don't be advised, enemy infantry may be moving through.
Holding command post, query TP northeast.
Alpha 1, are you still okay?
Alpha 1 still up. East edge of command post at the street.
Copy. Have you seen any movement of infantry to your south, Tusker 4?
Not so far, we haven't.
Actually, keep me updated if you see anything around your position. You're currently the only member over there, so don't get spotted.
What's your current location?
We're currently just west of Oscar 4. We were engaged by the striker to our east, but we have contact right now. We're going to see if we can get a shot.
Copy.
EI, Alpha 2 picket, dismount some striker.
Enemy squad, south of MSP FP2.
Enemy squad, MSP FP2.
There is, you can hear it to the north-northeast.
EI, white smoke north, Alpha 2 picket, full squad. Stay on whisper.
Looks like enemies at Alpha 2, C3.
Alpha 2, one striker. Repeat, one-time striker destroyed.
Copy that, Alpha 2. Alpha 2, if you can, maneuver closer to the command post. Enemy infantry at Alpha 2, SC3. Or flank around behind that enemy if you can.
On it, we are fighting the enemy infantry right now. This is Alpha 02, enemy striker shooting from Oscar 2.
Please, I don't want the smoke here. Sydney, I don't know if I'm going to make it back, but if I do, there's a high priority casualty. Morlock's down. I'm dragging him all the way down into the basin if I can.
To northeast.
Copy that, Alpha.
Hello?
Lots of enemies still coming through Alpha 2, SC3. Gonna need some reinforcements there if anybody can send a fire team or something.
I'm okay, we got contact close northeast.
Pulling west, trying to get a flanking truck.
Is there
I can't make it down to the medic. I'm just going to stabilize him here.
Yes, Alpha 4 is in quarry.
Holy shit, they're here. 5 meters. On the shed. On the hill. Coming down.
You want me to slam in with H?
No, friendly's around.
Friendly's in quarry right now.
Get ready, Sydney. All because I fucked up a smoke and smoked their position up there. Fuck. I fumbled that smoke. Butterfingers, man. Butterfingers.
Do I have any squads coming back from the respawn?
Exploits? Uh-oh. Exploitative glass. Alpha 4 reporting. Enemy has seized shed north of command post on the ridge.
Okay, Alpha 4. What's your situation, Alpha 4?
Alpha 4 has team holding east command post ridge with AT, marksman on roof of quarry, and the rest of us are holding northeast looking towards the top of the basin. Over.
Copy that.
Ashley, any updates around your pod?
Not really much going on. Got friendlies walking to and fro, but that's it.
Different.
They're very close.
This is 15. Corey is being pushed.
They almost got straight to the factory, but I don't know.
Here they come.
Pulling down south.
By the wrecked BMP, I think.
Yeah, Quarry north side looks like infantry coming in from the north side. In that white smoke.
This is Alpha 3, we're south quarry, we're going to try and push infantry north.
Copy, yeah, push your guys into the quarry if you can.
Skarmoo shots far northwest. What is that?
Don't have eyes on it.
That's southwest.
There's a lot of foliage in the way.
Don't die, Skarmoo.
Enemy infantry squad in the open north of the quarry.
Platoon reported EI in the open north.
South, can't, not sure.
Skarmoo, southeast, single guy.
I'm seeing Rory.
North of the quarry, large quantity of infantry in the field. Open field.
You go Dorian.
Alright.
I think that's an enemy. No, that might be command actually.
I don't have an angle on it anyways.
Okay, he's beyond the tree line anyway. Can't see you, that's the main thing.
Platoon is suggesting that enemy is going counterclockwise around the quarry, forming near Alpha 3 picket, northwest.
Possibly in the field, currently holding Alpha 3 picket, no contact.
Alpha 4, did you copy my last?
Alpha 4 copied. We can't look over the lip. Too many
I'll hide in the
contact.
bush and keep you updated on an A
That's
tree.
fine.
Okay, I'm watching the smoke north.
We have a chance to win here if we deplete their tickets. Just a few more kills each, people. Serbia.
Strong.
Viva la Serbia? I don't know.
Inshallah. Enemy gunshot seems to be north of Alpha 3 picket, possibly halfway in the field. I don't know who the fuck's holding them, but he said
Do you
chat.
have a medic?
Alpha 4 has medic in blue structure north side of basin.
Alpha 4, can you send your medic south into the tree line? I am very wounded, and I am sitting here in the tree line.
4 copy, we'll escort. Hey, you two are about to be holding this on your own. Stay here, good luck. I'm gonna go take my medic over to platoon.
Goodbye, Whale, it's been nice.
Whale is taking Sydney, Sydney with me, south. Where we originally defending, the platoon is there and bleeding to death. We gotta get him.
Copy that, Alpha 2. Describe your contact.
Skarmoo, take a peek south, see if you can find platoon. He's on the ridge somewhere bleeding.
We have about 5 men left.
Howdy, Ben.
Let's say A4, Alpha 4, Piquet, marker.
Copy. Yeah, I see enemies.
No, I didn't see anybody. It was a lot of foliage. Copy.
Platoon 4, coming to you. Where are you?
I am
Do we know if
southeast
we're
of
from
the
these,
point near
Victor
Victor 1
FP2?
FP2 laying in the tree line.
Hey, firm, we will look for you.
Victor 1 of P2 is probably overrun by enemies by now.
Right, there's movement there.
Yeah,
I recommend you do
trench
not.
and just, stay safe.
Alpha 2 striker near you.
Stay real
striker
close.
Near you.
They're moving up north of Alpha Tree Picket.
Platoon!
Alpha 4, I'm gonna fire one rifle shot.
He's over here. Alpha 4
You hear
heard
that,
close.
Alpha 4?
Did you hear that rifle shot just now? Where'd it come from? Thank you, that's Platoon, we gotta heal him. Severe, severe, severe. Severe, severe, severe. Severe. Severe, severe. Severe.
Severe?
Severe. Is he behind us?
Right here.
Right here.
Oh! Don't need healing anymore. Platoon took a toe to the face.
Scarver, did you get hit by the TGM?
No.
That was me. We're all bleeding out.
Oh, fuck.
15 copies.
Sydney, recommend you heal your leg and run back into the basin.
Redundant question, but he's sure he's dead.
So much.
We'll go. That was one of the toe strikers, and it's gonna reload. It'll be reloaded very soon. Toe strike will be reloaded in like 5 seconds, and let's see if he's dead.
Toe Striker has a reload time of like a minute and a half.
Yeah. Okay. Confirming, platoon is giblets. Over.
Someone has to get out and fucking load the damn thing.
Wow. I'll take his mags and use them.
Yeah. Alright. I've
Let's get the
checked my
fuck out of here.
arms, my leg's okay.
Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Alpha 4, return to close defense in the quarry.
Fix the rest
Poor
later.
copy. Fuck. Where the fuck from?
That was from our rear.
Yeah, I thought it was west. It sounded west.
It was like west-southwest.
Jesus Christ. Scummer, did you catch where that toe was fired from?
No, sorry.
Enemy tow launcher is north of Alpha Tree Picket. About like 100 to 200 meters in
I'm
the
out of
field.
bandages. Sydney, can you give me a hand?
Possibly further.
I'll get you first.
Just the torso, and then you can finish stabilizing yourself, and then the rest.
Currently moving west to east.
Alright.
Fucking Severe took a toe launch to the face of all people. Of all people.
Can I get a sit rep on your position?
Fucking platoon lead.
I'm pretty sure the toes still have their
Red team sit rep.
thermals. I'm not 100% on that.
Red lead is currently holding next to Alpha Tree Picket. Jesus is dead. Ashley currently holding east of Quarry TP on the ridgeline.
Hey, Firm, how's your sight lines northeast into the open field?
From current position, no eyes.
Hey,
It's
Firm.
going uphill.
That's okay, just keep an eye on your rear once in a while. They might crest down and attack you from the back, but while you're doing that, you can also keep an eye south towards the quarry.
Hey, Firm, currently hiding right now. I think it might be flanking around from the left of Alpha Tree Picket.
You realize we just survived like a 5-inch fucking high
Yeah, it's high explosives and ace don't do much.
Eh. Damn, son. We should be SpaghettiOs.
Well, Severe took the brunt of the rocket by absorbing it in his rib cage. Pretty sure most of the shrapnel embedded in my arm right now is actually Severe's bones.
Yeah.
I don't need any morphine, Epi.
Yeah,
I just need blood.
So it doesn't fucking hit. Oh, cool. I broke open. Sweet. I love wound reopening. Stay within like 3 meters of me.
Sorry. Close contact northeast. Shed, north of command post.
Ashley, disengage if you can.
Sydney, we need to get back to where we were. We're gonna have to do close north pretty soon.
Stay hidden, try to stay safe.
I'll catch you up.
You ready to shoot him in the back once they start going for the quarry.
And this is Alpha 3. We're trying to get bodies into the quarry, but it's very difficult. We've got some guys split up, pinned down by a striker, unable to move. And other guys are unable to approach directly. We're just going to have to try and
I just jump scared myself by opening the map.
If you can't get yourself to the core safely, then just hold short that you can cover the core.
It is still north of.
Striker, close north. Yep, that's enemy striker.
You can cover the core from your position and hold it up.
Pretty sure it was actually fire that's just aimed at someone else crossing over to me.
Make your own decision. If you don't get yourself killed doing it. I fear we have no one left in terms of respawns.
Anybody know their current location? Enemies?
Alpha 4, anyone on that?
Metal shed straight north of command post.
Alpha 4 is here.
Oh, you're alive, okay.
Yeah, we went to go get Severe, and then Severe got hit in the head by a toe in front of me, so.
Fucking due north, adjust like 5 degrees left. Just behind the tree line.
Hey, Peace, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Actually, from your position, it's just straight north.
Thank you.
Actually, Sydney, if I can help it in the blue structure, I could use pain management. Also, contact is assumed mostly north and east, but I don't know, they're probably surrounding us slowly. I expect them to have half strength. I really think they're going slow because they don't have a lot of guys left. If we can hold this, maybe we can win.
You're gonna jinx it. Anyway, no contacts moving in from Alpha Tree Picket, possibly from the west of...
Keep your voices down, Skater, and don't die. We're gonna need you to blow up of another vehicle, too.
Yeah, I'm not moving, I'm just staying hidden until he moves up to it. When he moves up the ridgeline, I'll just hit it with AT.
Morphine epi?
Where? In terms of the quarry, where's the squad coming from?
I'm taking an epi to go.
Yeah, good idea.
And I'm stealing 2 of your bandages, too.
Right. Yeah, do your do, my dude.
Thank you.
Alright, this Alpha 3.
In the quarry, in the building.
You're also a normal voice. Whisper.
I'm taking 3 men to try and flank round from the west.
Okay, pretty sure they haven't spotted me, they're just
spraying try and hit them on that west flank. They're trying to come in from your west side.
Copy, good luck.
Well.
Yes.
Intel that apparently west side coming, they're flanking the west side of the quarry.
How many?
Now I don't know where my guy is, so I don't know how good his current directions are right now,
but... Jim's incoming.
Skarnu, you okay?
Yep.
I've got possible intel that an enemy flank is coming west.
Yeah, Affirm, west.
Karma's taking shots.
Flanking west. I'm flanking
You guys can stay here if you want. Sydney, I'm taking you west.
I am very injured, hiding behind a tiny slab on the roof.
We're repositioning some guys west. We'll do what we can. Contact west on the road, approaching the compound, 50 meters or less.
Fucking squad-sized element. Get on the road next to the fence on the west side. Reference green smoke.
Sydney, make a slit out of the door and watch the road.
There's Alpha 3, 3-man fire team in contact. Basically trying to move in from the west flank, the woodland to your west of the quarry. They're trying to move through there. We're trying to slow them down.
Copy.
We're likely going to fail.
Sydney, any more epi crossing in front of you? Give me epi quick.
Hey, firm, I don't hear anything from you. I'll assume the worst. Alpha 4, can I get a sit rep?
Epi going in.
Alpha 4, 2 men holding west. Enemy squad spotted on the main approach to the quarry. Additionals probably north. We are holding at Alpha 3 picket and quarry. Over. Sydney, I'm gonna peek out northwest.
They are west, the tree line.
200, 300 meters, right? Good luck, Skarmo. Shoot him.
I'm on the verge of death. I'm gonna try to take down as many as I can.
Good luck, buddy. I hate morphine, I hate morphine, I hate morphine. Sadie, I'm not going to take any more of your time, but I am used to viewing if I pass out, I'll be there. I think my morphine is just too powerful. Sydney, hold the road. If I pass out, I'll just stop talking for a while, and then you can come pick me up. Would that be?
What's your boss?
I'm not going to pass out from one morphine. It's just bothering me with a heartbeat. I'm gonna leave it alone.
White smoke direct west in the field.
Okay, while we're here, I will take that Epi. I lied. Epi, I'm from behind you.
Yeah, get in here.
Red team check.
Ash is up. 356, what's your BB?
Barely.
Okay. I'm gonna solve
Ashley,
this.
can you kill that vehicle?
No idea where it is.
Don't you hear the tow launches? I think those are close to you on F3 ticket. Ah, fuck, there's the MSP. Okay,
I'm nowhere near Alpha Free Thicket. I'm still by Victor.
that's enough, that's enough. You
I'm
gave
still
me...
by FPT.
I think that should be enough. Get ready to hold your sector again.
Yeah, you should be good.
Okay. Vehicle approaching north. Friendlies southwest on the hill. Friendlies southwest on the hill.
That ATGM just came straight north.
You can see one guy hiding behind BIT to the north. Down BTR, BMD, you know what I mean.
Hey, firm, I'm out of angle. Enemy, right? Come on, poke out. BMP guy's dead. Double headshot. I don't think he's on con, but hopefully he's dead.
I can see at least 3 guys hiding behind that wooden pile by the shed.
Northeast, okay. Stay alive for vehicle kills, but I'll pass it around. They're gonna come in northeast soon, over the ridge probably.
Yeah, I'm still southeastern corner of the compound, just scouting out what I can.
Alpha 4 and Platoon Net. We have enemies on Wooden Shed north of Command Post and a vehicle nearby Alpha 3 Picket, as well as enemy infantry coming in west, over.
North of my position, semi-close.
Yeah, this is great, Moed. I'm surprised you missed it.
Please be advised that we managed to flank around us and destroy the MSP vehicle. We have neutralized that attacking force, we believe. We're still holding that west woodland as best we can, trying to slow them down.
Another one passing
Copy,
by the
we have a handful of us on the quarry. If you don't hear from myself or Whale, just make sure you get back to the line.
Trio strikers to the northwest.
If you don't hear from us, make sure you defend the quarry. They're pushing the quarry to the north now.
We'll try.
2 vehicles, 3 vehicles coming in north of Quarry. 3 vehicles. Strikers sitting on hill north of Quarry. Ashley, there's strikers on the ridge north of Quarry we need to hear. We need AT north of Quarry close now.
Out of ammo. Overshot by inches.
US is breaching Quarry north.
Quarry's busy.
Enemy is breaching Quarry north on the comms.
I'm stuck at all ends, I'm basically combat ineffective at this point.
They crawled under. I wonder if my medic heard it.
TGM in my direction, I cannot do anything.
No.
Oh, they got Cindy too.
Only
Damn.
Serbs could survive toe hits on their fucking bodies.
Holy shit.
Where's Flown?
Oh my god, there's like 5 people.
He's running after we
Stop it. He's gonna make the VOD on morphine.
Oh! I hope he knocks on it.
Come on.
Come out.
Ah, I got him! He fucking knocked out the vehicle guy.
You got him!
You got him! Fucking
Absolute madman.
Oh, the driver doesn't know.
No. There's a separate driver and a gun.
Here comes TMTM to clean up the fucking scraps. Slow as usual,
They're
TMTM.
about to hit the flag. It's gonna make me sad.
I mean, it's
we've lost so many guys.
honestly, it's 3 minutes remaining anyway, so it's.
Oh, is it really?
Well, it's 10 p.m. finish time. We started at what? 7:30?
Yeah.
7:32.
Yeah. If they time out, do we win?
Well, I mean, there
Well, I
is
mean,
a timer right now, because
this
otherwise
isn't
it would have
a win,
already given.
brother. Like, if you look at it, this is not a win.
I mean, Serbia's strong. Serbia's strong.
Oh no, he can't survive this.
Oh, he will.
Flo, please.
Thank you, man.
Flo? Reload! Weakest Serbian versus strongest NATO.
Right there. Serbia's strong.
We need to honor Flo in the after thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's over.
Fucking hell, dude. That was great.
So
Alright, who do we have left alive?
SD5 is gonna go in the woods and live with the forest animals.
No,
Hold
we
on.
got
STS.
I think
We got
STS is just
STS
going
running
home.
through the woods.
He's just running back to Serbia now. So
Yeah, I think he decided this is not fair.
Imagine the stories he could tell. Look at all the Serbian women.
Walk up once, maybe he does it again.
Go.
I'm not sure you lost a lot of blood.
What if the attackers are wondering why nobody's here?
Come flag. 5 minutes. Fuck you.
They're actually seeing STS because they are shooting in his direction.
Wait, so Sphere, what do they need to do? They just need to go, like, ace interact with the flag? Or...
Oh, Flown got two
Yeah,
of
they
them.
tapped the flag. They
The
tapped
other
the
guy
flag.
bled out.
That should be it. At least that's the way it worked out
do
in
that?
the...
Like, why aren't they...
At least that's how it worked in the test mission.
Skytech's about to go do it, I think.
Yeah.
No? No? Twig? Is Twig gonna do it? No? No?
Serbia's
Well,
strong.
I mean, I don't.
Serbia
undefeatable.
They don't dare. The flag is just too scary.
They're too scary of our glorious flag.
Hey, I'll take a win by.
Or maybe they simply don't know how to interact with it. Nah, I don't believe that's it.
Joo, command posti on.
I'm so sad.
There it goes.
The enemy is captured another command post.
Look how invincible it is to them.
Wait, another command post.
They just have no chance against the flag. The flag's gonna defend it for the last 5 minutes.
Flag grows
Serbia's
arms
strong.
and takes out a bunch of AKs.
It's just
Go
gonna
into my
slap
body.
them.
It just rips the PKM
The
out.
weakest flag in Serbia has huge legs and fucking machine gun arms.
SDS here to get us through to the technical of surviving until time end.
I believe Serbia won in our hearts.
We held out a lot longer than I think we would after that. Like that third objective hold, that was crazy.
GG.
G fucking G.
GG. Oh, SDS is killing. Oh, almost. Oh.
I killed at least 2 guys. I probably downed a bunch more.
Channel switch.
But I hope it kind of softened up the way it went before. But let's now do a 10-minute break, and after that continue with site level debriefs, and after that we will gather around for a together debrief with everyone who wish to join. If you are leaving at this point, thank you once more for joining us today, and we hope to do Blueline events in the future, but probably AFI will be a bit silent during the rest of June and July, but we hope to return early autumn. Thank you.
Yeah, AFI usually takes a break during the summer. Hey! We fucking did it. We did it, and, Rosie joined my chat to say, hey, TMTM beat you guys, but TMTM walked into an empty compound. I mean, that's not a victory.
Yeah. We held our ground for every fucking inch.
Our BMPs are like, we literally, so what happened in the airfield is we rolled up on it, caught them ass to us, but everyone lit up the striker and no one could kill it, and then the enemy infantry AT just kills all the BMPs.
Sounds about right.
And the same thing happened when we were moving to reinforce, in that we ran into an enemy striker platoon. They missed their first shot. We took fire supremacy from them, and then just couldn't kill the striker. Like, 3 BMPs dumped their entire AP Sabo load into a single striker, and it killed all 3 BMPs.
So, fucking... I just had a wonderful time at the end there. I looked over my shoulder, I saw a Serb, and I'm like, okay, my back's clear. And I looked back to my sector, right? Whale said that they were breaching, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna hold my sector so they don't flank our guys in the building. I get shot in the back of the head.
Well,
I'm so sad.
You put me in that position at the most perfect timing, because I peek around the corner and I just started going down an entire enemy squad in the open.
Oh, okay, good, because I thought I just put you there and then a striker shot you and you instantly died, so...
I know, I gunned down at least...
No, I'm here, Barb, and thank you so much for the raid on Twitch. I do appreciate it. I just needed to do something real quick, and now we're here with the after action.
But it was the most, like, okay, I'm gonna peek around the... Oh, fuck, they're literally, like, they were on the other side of the... What?
Yeah, I started dragging you back after a while. I was really cautious about that, but eventually I got to your unconscious body and started dragging you back. But then somebody finished you off as you were in my hands. They walked up and executed you, but then they started walking away and didn't kill me. They just looked at me.
The monsters.
They had your number.
They respected you.
I mean, my only problem is that the striker got me too. Like, I don't know why I crossed the road. Like, I had my MG. I could take the MG from the guy that was down next to me and prevent them from crossing the road for another. Yeah, like I was the MG preventing them from crossing the road for like 10 or 15 minutes. Solid.
God, how many tickets did they have? On that final road crossing you guys were holding, we had a nice T ambush that kept walking into. People would peek up from the west, me included. I just headshot 3 of them, then I walk away.
And then I got out of ammo. Jesus got downed. I took his gun. I crossed the road.
That was Livonia?
Yes.
Man, that was Livonia's cool. And also, the AR's up.
I learned to hate trees during that.
How do you find that?
You need to go ask a Go ask an Arma Finland member to link.
the AAR for this mission, like the Discord.
It sounds like we have someone with said tags in the channel.
Can you just send it?
You could also just Skater will post the link, but you could also just watch my stream. Shout out.
I'll look at the link.
I'll go right now. I need to cut my PC right now because I need to eat. I didn't eat.
But yeah,
It was really fun, guys.
I fired
Barb, were you shoutcasting that one?
6 lives.
Oh, if you were shoutcasting that one, no wonder you know. Blue 4 won the first half, of course. Red 4 won the second half, I'd say.
Yeah,
we inflicted a lot of casualties.
Spawn for the BMP, and they just had infinite strikers.
So Barb was on shoutcasting, and he's telling me that they still had a decent amount of tickets near the end. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, they still had reinserts coming in.
Hold on, wait, what? I just came back. What the fuck happened? Did it end?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We narrowly lost by the skin of our teeth. It was down to the last man on both sides.
Nah, we won. You're lying. We won.
Oh, no.
We won.
We won because we were too scared to take the flag down.
Tickets, unfortunately.
The fucking flag held the line.
The last thing I saw was somebody come behind like a fucking full squad, execute 2 of them, and then run back.
Flo was an angel.
Yeah.
Fucking god.
We all respect Flo.
Flo is a fucking champ. He moved up to like an enemy squad, didn't shoot, just stayed up like next to him. They spotted him, he gunned one of them down and started running like a motherfucker.
He also had a fucking striker.
Yeah, he also chased the fucking striker around the open field for like a fat 20 minutes and just shot the fucking driver in the mouth. The commander in the mouth, yeah. And like the gunner didn't even notice.
I feel sad though.
Why do you feel sad?
Flo died an honorable death. He deserved to live on as a Serbian hero.
I mean, if we didn't fuck up the first objective that much, we would have probably won.
How many kills do you guys think you got?
I got 2.
5, 6.
I think I got 8.
Nice.
Maybe.
A large part of it is also just the right side of the objective wasn't really defended, and we couldn't get over in time.
Wasn't defended at all.
Curious about that.
No.
Why the fuck were we just on one side of the airfield?
I think Severe was Severe will explain himself in about 5 minutes when we do platoon level debrief, and you guys are welcome to come to that. But what I think is that Severe thought that we would be directly defending the airfield, so he preempted them doing something a little sneakier and watched both fields instead, so we could react to them being west, or we could react to them being east, and we wouldn't have to split our forces among 2 sides of the same airfield with a big gap in the middle. Yep.
What Severe did was questionable, because he at least should have left the squad on the east to prevent what happened.
I mean, they would have. You think they would have done something, or just died?
A single squad with an RPG and maybe a BMP would have killed that entire platoon rushing across.
Because they were just...
They literally just bum rushed.
And
like,
just
they didn't
ran
stop.
on ground.
The first time we saw them, they were like 200 meters away from the airfield.
Worst case scenario, the enemy stops at the... what did we call it? That tree line?
The shaft.
The shaft, yeah. The worst case scenario, the enemy stops, and it gives us time to react. Because once they took that position, they just bypassed you guys in the tree line to intercept any reinforcements.
Okay.
So we lost the second wave of BMPs because they bypassed the infantry position immediately. Mind you, the BMP reaction was kind of dumb. Being told to charge the airfield was like, that's just a suicide mission.
Well, that's why they were, the Brone group, so they could react. And we were trying to hold the airfield, and we would get more BMPs later, so it was a fine decision to have them try and do something.
In reality, what happened with the whole Brone group is just everyone was in their scopes and didn't have much visibility at all. Like, we were expecting them to be in front, like, towards their spawn when we arrived there, not, like, behind us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, it's late for me. I'm gonna leave. Thank you, guys. It was very fun. See ya.
Alright.
Puppy, I assume you got shot in the tree somewhere and I just couldn't find you?
Yep. Basically, well, when you were shooting them up, I went up a bit forward to a fallen over tree and took out their squad lead and I think just around a rifleman but then the MG turned on me.
The problem is I was trying to find clips for the ammo because I ran out of ammo, ran back, and I basically at one point had like 4 weapons on me with like 1-2 mags.
Hey, Whale.
Hello.
Because I didn't shoot anyone, like I didn't shoot at all, right? Can we count me healing people as like double kills?
If you healed someone and they went on to kill somebody, you get that kill too. You get the assist.
You get the kill assist.
Ah, hell yeah!
So you get
We're going by
you get
Battlefield
like at
4
least
logic.
a fire team worth of assists since you healed me and then I went and gunned those people down.
I have so many assists.
After I picked up the marksman rifle, I got several kills, so he got assists there.
Yeah, Skarmu, when you... Oh, Skarmu's gone. But when Skarmu died, yeah, we handed over the marksman rifle to our AT guy. I don't know how good it was. Man, that armor they have is good. Almost always those Blue 4 guys go uncon before they go down, so you have to finish them off. I was trying to go for headshots as they were falling, like you ragdoll them and then you headshot them on the way down. It's not easy though. Not easy.
If I saw a body on the ground, I would shoot it.
Sydney, you think they crawled in from the gap in the fence next to you?
I think they're crawling from the gap in the fence next to me.
Yeah, after they killed you, I guess my ears were fucking deaf, but I didn't hear them shoot you. So I didn't realize they were gonna come around the corner and shoot me too. I was holding a good angle as well, but we didn't have enough people to hold that fence gap as well.
I think we also just didn't have enough people in general, I think.
Yeah, we were down to like 8 on the north side of the compound proper.
Yeah, because we ran out of respawns like almost 30 minutes before the end of the mission, so you guys were literally like the last. There was like 8 dudes defending the objective for like 30
Yeah, a
minutes.
bunch of guys on strikers clicked their main mouse button and then we lost all our spawns. They're gonna call
the first
platoon briefing
group of
in a
BMP
bit.
deaths were definitely our fault, but the second was definitely just vehicle imbalance.
But let's see, before they even call the platoon brief, I'm gonna bring up, here it is. I will check all your kills if you want me to. I can just check how many each of you killed. Sometimes in-game it's not accurate, and also I can count the uncons. So let's see. First down the list, Ashley's muted, but I'll do them anyways.
Ashley shot the fucking striker, so...
Ashley didn't kill anyone, I think.
Points. No, well, she killed the striker at least.
Yeah, usually they get a free dismount, but their vehicle's dead.
Yeah, both of them dismounted and then got shot by somebody else afterwards.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ashley got...
Break. Did he just fart on the mic and then leave?
Blah? I didn't hear
he's
it.
not
Did
talking
he just
right
toot?
Yeah.
To everyone on the whisper
He
list?
spoke for like a split second.
Yeah.
Based. Anyways. Ashley hit 1, 2, 3... 4 hits. I don't know about kills on strikers, but 4 hits with the SMAW.
A lot of them might have been spotting rounds.
True. Oh, actually, I can check for that. Small. Oh, yeah. So the HEAA, 1 hit.
Yeah, that was the one that moved up next to us. All of the other ones were way too fucking far away.
You guys had spotting rounds, right? There
Yep.
was at least them in the vehicle.
Yeah, but the problem is the SMAW, even with a good operator, with the spotting rifle, with the scope, is only effective to 600 meters, if that.
It's like, oh, he did it again!
Oh, the psst you
Blue
hear
4,
isn't him farting into the microphone.
Please
It's the
conduct
whisperless
platoon
noise.
debriefs from this point on and then proceed to Blue 4 channel for a company debrief.
Okay. Let's scooch up to platoon debrief and hear what Severe has to say. Please, when you get there, be very quiet.
Channel switched.
Howdy.
Hello.
Swear.
Yes.
Did you see the video I posted now?
Where?
Of your videos. I don't know, the aspect ratio fucked up, but
Okay, here you can see the AAR, including all the replayed footage. I'm viewable in cyan. Blue 4 is blue, obviously, and my side is red. And yep, that's a lot of fucking strikers making their quick east flank. What do you do about that?
At least we got motivational victory.
Well, it's less that the fact that there's technical issues that didn't get resolved is kind of like it pisses on everybody else's time. Like especially if the Victor 1 BRDM2 got stuck in an animation, it could have been reset by deleting the asset and re-resing it. But
it worked.
Didn't take place. Yeah, it worked after 2 hours. But before that, in the initial phase, for example, it was stuck in an animation. Like
no admin did anything about it.
No, they said what when I messaged the admin, he said, "What am I supposed to do about that?"
Respawn a new one?
Yeah.
I tried asking the admin to fix the MSP stuck in the tree, and he responded back about asking the location, which I gave him, but after that I didn't hear anything else.
Vähän haisekahtaa kusi, mutta...
Most likely the reason for not responding at that time was that there was no more response left.
Well, I checked. Actually, that was a bit after I had messaged him back, and I checked because we were starting to get enemies encroaching closer. So that's like when the warning popped up the first time. And we still had 25 tickets via the interface. Yeah,
well, that's the less of an issue. The big issue for me is that like we had a Victor 1 whose responsibility was watching east with their optics. Then those optics do not exist.
Sphere, remember? I was gonna say we had that conversation. I was like, what if the enemy just decides to like ball to the wall through the airfield? And you're like, don't worry, Victor, we'll see him. You'll get 15-second warning. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Suddenly, there's a bunch of strikers on the airfield. Their BMPs are getting wrecked, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna move.
That's it. It's really it just comes down to the fact that Victor 1 couldn't spot anything because their optics didn't work. Because it was bugged. Looking at their basically vehicle, it was 45-degree angle the missile launcher, so we didn't get any warning. We didn't see anything coming.
Right.
Yeah. And we had to relocate to base and grab a new one. While grabbing the new one, enemy already moved in, and after that, well, it didn't went any better for us. The second vehicle kind of worked, but we had a internet problem disconnect from one of our guys. So vehicle was kind of undermanned. Problem is, I as a commander can only sit outside. That's the next problem. Three persons manning a two-man vehicle. Yeah, and the third vehicle bugged directly at the start, so we spawned it, moved the launcher inside, and it was stuck in a halfway position again. So BRDMs are bugged and should not be environment.
We managed to fix it.
You managed to fix it?
Yeah, we just took toolkits and fixed the turret and the gun, and it broke.
No, you're talking of a different vehicle, Scott.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one found in the main base.
Yeah, that's a different BRDM.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's probably the third one that I fixed. So the third one was fixable. Interesting.
So did it get like damaged when you guys tried to deploy it? Like what happened?
Yeah, the third one got had a red gun and was damaged, and we didn't test to. We were kind of.
Oh my God, Skarmu! What the fuck happened? You walked all the way back to the AO, Skarmu. What? Was there no teleport?
The red damage.
Oh my God! Imagine being Skarmu. Imagine getting hit directly on your fucking top of your head. A bunch of strikers dismount near you before the airfield's even gone. Pissing your pants, staring at them, walking backwards, trying to help your buddies at the airfield, and your squad lead gets on net and says, "Hey Skarmu, don't clog up nets with your comm, I know you're trying to come back, but we're busy over here." And then Skarmu, walking backwards, crosses the airfield in front of enemy, and then gets caught in an ambush as Blue 4 makes their assaults on the last remaining outfor forces on the airfield.
I wasn't motivated.
I hope Skarmu at least got a few kills.
And my other guys.
That's great.
Not really either, because
well,
but there was the actual issue that some vehicles had problems that were fixable by respawning the vehicles, but that means it nothing.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, like you said, in the first position we were.
Skarmu hit
outside
3 and killed 1
message
on that
to the
ambush
admin
defense.
while
Absolute
safe
chat.
start was still on, so it's like, for me as a player, it's like a thing the admin can delete our vehicle, set a new vehicle at the same position, because we didn't use any rockets, we didn't get damaged or anything. It's not changing anything, just fixing the vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand the administrative decision there, and I'll be pursuing it to the great delight of the admins, I'm sure.
Alpha 3 had no radio from no long range from the start, and at no point did that get resolved either. Like,
Yeah.
that was pretty frustrating.
There was supposed to be long range radios.
Well, they had 148s, but Lucius did not have a 148.
Wait, we were supposed to have long range radios for all squad leads? I just had an alternate shortwave.
Yeah, because
No,
our squad lead didn't have
alternate
that.
shortwave was fine. Like, that's how you communicated on the LR net.
How were my comms?
But
Just to
Lucius
break
did not
the
have
random.
the radio. Your comms were fine.
Okay, thank you.
Like the bigger issue though was definitely the missile launcher, and that's kind of what I am most upset about. Otherwise, the infantry fight went okay toward the end there, especially.
A quick question about the BMP.
Yeah.
Is it supposed that you as a driver are not supposed to have the smoke exhaust?
You're supposed to have it.
Well, because when I get in first, I have it, but when my commander or gunner gets in, then I lose it, and I don't have any smoke. So I don't know if that's intended or just a bug. And it was also like that when I played Redline last time.
I have no idea.
I think it's an RHS bug, as far as I know, and we have to fix it by like mounting in certain orders. It's some nonsense.
It's got to be mission maker set. I mean, by default with those BMPs, you're supposed to have grenade smoke as well, used by the gunner, but didn't have access to that. So I just figured that the mission maker just prevented us from having exhaust smoke or grenade smoke.
The grenade smoke worked for me as a gunner on Alpha 01.
Yeah, the grenade smoke worked fine. It wasn't a mission maker thing.
All right, well, we lacked both then.
Maybe it was the.
It's because I was in the commander seat. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure
In
you used it
general,
from the gunner seat.
the strikers didn't really care about the BMP's 30mm cannon.
It
in my
seems so.
opinion, like you could really hammer them with with APDS, and they didn't care.
There was a point where there was 3 BMPs engaging one striker, and it somehow won.
Yeah, I'm watching that in the AR.
Do you have a timestamp for that?
That's about 58 minutes when the BMPs try to re-enter the battlefield and are ambushed by, well, I guess Blue 4 marker Y6.
Oh, I see it. If anyone doesn't have the AR software up, I'm streaming, and I will be streaming this debrief if that's okay with all of you. If it's not, please let me know at whale_stream.
As BMP number 4, Blue 4 engaged with AT, missed. As you can see, one of the BMPs went north, the R3 went south. We all attempted to destroy the striker and all got disabled, crew killed by the 50 cal from the front armor.
When you guys were at KT3 area, did you know the US had equipment in it? If you needed it? Set like 45 on the after action report, approximately, when you guys fell back to KT3. The US looks like it's intact, and it had equipment in it left.
Yeah, Alpha 3 got there, and we did know there was some equipment in there, but we were trying to deal with, there was the spotter element of Blue 4 at their Papa 2 marker,
Gotcha.
and then we were absolutely decimated by friendly fire from the north, and then we were attacked by Blue 4 from the east. Though I actually think the friendly fire killed most of us.
Holy
there was some blue on
shit.
blue incidents.
Severe, what the hell? 5.56 by 4.5 ball,
the 50
multiple
mark
hits
when we're
from 800
falling back
meters?
towards the airbase. What
No
the
wonder
fuck
they
happened
dedicated
there?
a toe to Severe.
Everyone at
This guy was
fallback
suppressing
position
people from like a
was
click away.
we were the
That's
enemy.
good shit.
That's what happened. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Whose squad was that?
Our squad thought
They
that it was
started
the
it.
enemy that was attacking us. So we thought that we were totally surrounded.
Well,
We were
you
five
definitely
at
opened fire.
first.
Yeah, you definitely opened fire first.
Is that not your squad shooting at the guys in Alpha 3?
Possible. Timestamp?
You
The timestamp?
son of a.
Wait, no, it's not.
50.
It's actually a combination of people. It's not
It
up
was
to 4.
a general misunderstanding.
It was a group of
You know,
shell
Severe,
shock survivors.
I think it might have been part of my squad, but you made some of those at like 2 hours. You were suppressing people north 800 meters away. You hit like 4 of them.
What, in 2 hours, Mark?
By Severe. 1 second. Let me search it again. No,
So,
it was 1 hour. Where'd it go?
So can we get the top-down
2 hours, yeah.
thing now from Sver? What was the idea and what your thoughts are?
Well, I mean, the idea was that the east was covered by a missile launcher that ended up not existing, and that's where the enemy came through. Had that missile launcher been in position, we would have seen that attack coming, and we could have reacted to it differently. Instead, we got the first sign of the enemy at the point where they drove onto the airstrip.
Yeah, because that was what we were cursing a little bit. That we were wondering why command did not send anybody to cover the eastern flank.
Well, that's because if you'd read the briefing, it says that an anti-tank guided missile is supposed to stop enemy movement on the eastern flank.
Yeah. I mean, afterwards, it's clear that there was some issues that prevented this. But during the mission, we were really wondering that how they managed to, come up from the east. But now it's clear.
I have a question then, related. So you believe, Severe, that Victor 1 with their BRDM-2 loaded with 4 ATGMs and then can reload 3 or 4 times, looking eastwards over the road, over the foliage, onto the fields east of the airfield, they could have covered for at least enough to slow them down.
Well, if you're in a column of
I think
vehicles...
it's quite a distance. It's quite a ways for an ATGM.
But it's... What do you mean it's quite a ways? That thing is a range of 3 kilometers.
Yeah, but the strikers are moving completely perpendicular at top speed across an open field.
That distance is 800 meters, well.
That's 800 meters. That's a okay hit. It's not hard to hit. It's many vehicles on one spot, so you're at least slowing down, taking enemy fire, and making the enemy A move across.
So the initial spot
the
Skater made was at a range of... It was a ways. They were all the way at the edge of the AO east, and then they came into the open field, perked in the airfield. Maybe Victor has a wider angle than I think. Maybe he could have engaged a bunch of the vehicles, but I don't think we could have stopped that attack or even slowed it down enough to reposition. And speaking of repositioning, we kept the infantry in the tree line for quite some time, even though we'd visually verified that the majority of their force was coming in towards the eastern flank of the airfield. We did stay there.
You have from end of the woods towards the airfield, almost the whole field is open and good angle from Victor position. So
yeah, Victor.
That's like 400. That's like 400 meters for vehicles to move over open field. So yeah.
Victor could easily cover that distance with the ATGM. The Concourse missile moves at about 208 meters per second. If the firing range is 800 meters per second, 800 meters, then the flight time of the missile is 3.1 seconds.
Little side note on that. From my spotting, that was next to fucking Victor 1's old position. Tierra window about like 20 to 30 seconds to start hitting them. They would have probably killed like 1 vehicle per round, depending on how good they are, because all of them went in a straight column. And
yeah, it's
the first time they got spotted, they were about like 200 meters off from the airfield. So if the BRDM wasn't fucked, we could have actually held down the first objective. And that's kind of sad about it.
I mean, it could have created an opportunity where the enemy would waver their advancement and take up positions where we would have enough time to move up to take defensive positions in the east.
Well, we never did move, even after the BRDM debacle, and things might have been falling apart, I don't know. And after the BMP attack, and those also withered, we still did keep our infantry in the forest for, I'd say, another 15 minutes. Another 15 minutes of letting them take the airfield and having them fully dismount and then entrench as far southwest as the edge of the airfield.
There was no point in attempting to move south across the airfield to meet them, because they would have killed us in the open anyway. Causing casualties by forcing them to fight in the forest where we are was the only remaining tactical option.
The problem being that the BMP that we had all moved up towards the airstrip on like the worst possible angle possible, and they just all got shot in the ass by the single ATGM Vic that was just holding.
Like if the
ATGM
complaint,
Vic didn't kill him, it looks like. It
He
looks like it was just
killed
rockets.
2 of them, and the last one got hit by AT since it was behind cover, and infantry just dismounted and lit him up. 2 of them got hit by AT.
If the complaint is that we didn't move our infantry across the open airstrip fast enough once the enemy had dismounted there, ask yourself what you're doing when you do that. Like what happens when you move away from the forest where you've actually got some concealment and the enemy has to come to you to dislodge you from that position versus moving to the enemy who is now
Okay, Blue 4 is
dismounted.
done with its debriefing. Let's
Like,
gather
what's
the Blue
the-
4 channel for together debrief.
Like what happens when you do that? You get shot in the open, right?
I'm not saying we're there to cross the airfield, and to be fair, whenever we moved, eventually after, I think, 12, 13 minutes when the call to move did come, we still got shot by the 50 cals anyways. If we crossed the airfield, it would have been much easier for them, but I'm not saying to cross the airfield, I'm saying just to get closer, reposition, retreat, or act in a way. I think staying there wasn't using our guns effectively, and holding us there wasn't blocking them from doing anything.
I disagree. At that point, the airfield was already lost. Using them, the forests specifically, to draw the enemy into a close fight, which is what ended up happening, to at least cause a few casualties, was the best end result that could have been hoped from that. Because we could not cross the open fields after we lost our BMPs. It's just not happening.
I would also like to comment that the
why
small
did
was
the
not an
BMP go that
effective
way?
range in the first position we were at, and then moving to the second position that most people did get to, though the 50 cal still did shoot a few of us. The only comment is I would have liked to move to the second position where the ambush eventually happened earlier so we could use our SMOS. That's all I'm talking about.
I think if I can just offer like a thought, it's the face facts and act on them kind of situation where I appreciate that the old plan involved the ATGM being there, stopping their arrival at the airfield and all of that. But the truth is that wasn't happening. And because the ATGM vehicle wasn't there, like we had to accept, we should have faced the fact. Like psychologically, it's quite hard sometimes when you're in control and you've got a plan and this is how the plan should be. Sometimes you just have to face the fact that that is not what's happened and act on it. And in this instance, that knowing that that area wasn't covered, there were perhaps other options that weren't. None of them were great. None of them would have been great, but they might include perhaps. I mean, it's hard not to when you're in command, like kind of have a moment of panic's the wrong word, but sometimes you just feel like shit, I've got to do something. So you sent the BMPs in with the Brun group. It's vulnerable, they're under-supported, they don't have infantry support. Perhaps a more valuable use of them, and this is just a thought, I wasn't in command in that moment, and it's easy to judge, you know, in leisure what was done in haste, but perhaps there would be more value in keeping the infantry mobile. And in this instance, rather than being totally wedded to the Brun group moment, like doctrine of the moment, like bringing the BMPs up, remounting the infantry who are all relatively unengaged and getting them mobile again. Whether you even go back to fight the airfield is another matter. But if you get the infantry and the BMPs together, you have a large mobile force and you can maybe get more people out safely. That's just another option. I wasn't in control. I didn't have the full picture. But I feel like
that's a fair assessment, and it's something that we should have done. But the reality is that like I sat there for 15 minutes having a conversation with the admin about whether or not they were going to replace the BRDM2 ATGM. So it was either it was kind of a complete fuck around on my part because it literally ends with the admin team saying, "Well, what am I supposed to do about it?" At that point, I just kind of tacitly accepted that it was going to end the way it did. Not because I didn't understand the tactical situation, but because I was demotivated to do anything about it.
Absolutely, and I can appreciate that. You
What
just
is it?
can't let that
What do you
fuckery
want?
like get you down. Just deal
Want
with what
food?
you have, like the cards in
Okay.
your hand. I know it's
I'll
easy to
wrap this
say,
up.
and we all get like involved
Rat.
in the moment. But then you know,
Dork.
the cards in your hand, you could have regathered
My
them up,
cat's loud.
shuffled your pack, you know, and we could have all gone back to fighting position 2, you know, and perhaps sort of like started afresh psychologically. But again, saying this in leisure.
Right. Anyway, I'm going to hop up to the Blue 4 channel.
Channels
Of the airfield.
switched.
Yeah. That's 5 missiles in rapid succession that can really do some
Yeah,
damage
well,
against a
we
mounted
did
force.
fire at the BRDM when it was immobile at the airfield.
Uh-huh. Well, that was
Essentially,
later.
we shot
It wasn't
the
at
wall.
the airfield. It was later.
Oh, that was later. Okay.
I think we're getting some of the red. Yeah, they're coming up here.
Trub.
Redford. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
because how many different times
fire from the
during the
airfield to
mission
that
were you
area we were
shooting at me?
past
really.
I don't know.
But then there was another time the BRDM came from behind, and then he just stood there. I assume that was when he couldn't fire.
So here on the map you see is Severe getting hit in the face by an ATGM tow missile, and then bleeding to death about 15 seconds later, and then we have to ditch him.
Do anything from
Check it
the
out.
get-go for like the first half, maybe the second half. Wasn't sure about that one, but the BRDM was the only unit overwatching the eastern side, and that's where the entire like armored column started moving to. So if he could have actually done something, we don't know what would have happened. The main problem is that this happened.
Yeah. And public service announcements for anyone who ever wants to touch a BRDM. First of all, you're weird for wanting to touch a BRDM. Secondly, don't get out of the thing when you're following the turret because it will break it permanently.
I mean, it's just like an artist issue.
BRDM. You have to jump in through the roof.
Yeah, true.
Another public service announcement. If you get out of a vehicle,
Boom.
don't immediately run in front of it. Skytech.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Fine.
Oh my fucking god, Skytech.
So, Striker crew, so the 30mm AP did nothing to you, or how was your experience from that?
So if you go to hold on, let me find the time for it.
Real quick. Skarmu, 3 kills. This doesn't include vehicles, mind you. Only people that die. Not even uncons. Paul, 1 kill. Jesus, 0 kills. Red, 0 kills. Skater Boy, 6 kills. Whale, 5 kills. Ashley, 0 kills. Skarmu, 3 kills. Already mentioned that. Sydney, 0 kills. And am I missing anyone that was dead, maybe? Oh, a few other people, actually. Belgian, 3 kills and 1 team kill. Whoops. Gever, 2 kills. And Morlock, 2 kills. Not bad. Yep, big 5k, but Skater's got me beat. Skater killed a lot of guys. Let's check for uncons. Skarmu hit a fuck ton of people. Skater hit a lot of bad boys. And some vehicles. Nice. Paul hit some bad guys. Near the end of the game, Gever hit a bunch of bad guys. Belgian, whoa! Belgian shot repeatedly at a bunch of vehicles, including friendly vehicles? What's going on here? Oh, Belgian shot wildly with his machine gun and hit a bunch of dead BMPs. It spammed it a little bit. Where's Belgian right here? Ooh, nice crossfire. Yeah, Belgian was the one covering that road. That was very effective. Skater, understandably, shit tons. Ashley, uncon somebody. Sydney did a lot of medical. Holy moly. Morlug hit some bad guys, for sure. Tons. Puppy did a lot of medical. And hit some TMTM lads. Good crossfire on the TMTM guys here. And Red actually hit a lot of people. Red probably got a bunch of uncons, but didn't kill them because they were using a vehicle crewman weapon, I think. Oh man, look at that. I didn't believe them earlier when they said the striker was engaged by 3 BMPs. The BMPs were all hitting, and yet it didn't kill the striker, but you can see here in the logs, the striker got hit. Ramp, hull, engine. Quite a few rounds hit the striker, and it got away scot-free. Rosie says, I hit you at 158.01. Yep. I was shooting north. You guys were right over a ridge next to a road. I popped you in the spine. Youchie. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna hit the music and we'll wrap up this briefing. I wanted to hold a little bit of a hideout operation today, but I'm feeling kind of sour. I need a nap. I need some food. The operation was great, but I think I just didn't get enough sleep. And then I'll be going to the coalition operation, which is in a few hours. So pop back by then if you want more Arma. The striker was bouncing 30mm armor piercing. I think it might have been over penetration, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know. For all I know, it could have just been tanking it. Anyways, I'm going to unmute so you guys can hear the rest of the company level, well, inter-team brief here. Debrief, rather.
I've been pushing too far. And maybe it would have. Maybe we would have gotten hit in the flank by your reinforcement BMPs or something. But we didn't figure that you will have so many guys in the Western Woods. That's why we did that. And then we pushed into the command post with one platoon. But at that point you had set up defenses, so it turned into quite a meat grinder. What I did then was that I sent in the other platoon directly from the east, because I figured that you will have a lot of guys tied down in the south fighting our first platoon. But you had enough there to hold off those guys as well. I think some guys got into the command post. Or at least very near the command post. But basically it was a meat grinder, and then we finally started flanking around to the north, and at that point you had almost nothing left, so we simply surrounded whatever you had left and took the command post.
You could have just pushed in.
At the first point, yes,
here,
but we didn't.
Sphere can probably explain to you what our beginning plan was and how it compared to your plans.
The ATGM that we had was supposed to cover the east side to make that kind of maneuver on there impossible. But 5 minutes before the game began, the ATGM crew reported that their missile vehicle was bugged. They reported it to the admin team sat on their hands, didn't fix it, didn't respawn the vehicle or anything like that, so we had to go back to a spawn to get a new one. At which point you guys drove past in the east, which kind of honestly chaps my ass that a simple solution like spawning a new BRDM could have prevented that entire situation. We continued having the same issue with the same vehicle for an hour and 45 minutes until somebody figured out that repairing the missile launcher when it's in the locked position frees it from the bug, and then you can use the vehicle. So that was a bit of a fuck around. After you guys basically dismounted in the east, I decided that the best thing to do was to hold in the forest and allow the enemy to come to me, try and at least cause some casualties, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to hold the airfield at that point.
Imagine crawling across an open field. Cringe.
It was just standard hedgehog defense. There was very little, or if any, coordination of it. It was just groups of infantry in deep forest in dug-in positions, deflecting attacks from American infantry from the northeast and east. I think we held on to that area for about an hour, maybe. Ultimately, what ended up taking place was that the steady American attack whittled down the defense, and I was killed by a TOW missile shot to the basically my feet. So
to the
it
temple.
was yeah, something like that. But yeah, we lost a good 2/3 of our anti-tank capability in the beginning to a bug, and then it was just a shit show from there on. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, this event could have been over within an hour, and all of this, what has been happening, could have been much faster over.
So basically you only put the BRDM there because you thought that if we pushed to the east, that would be sufficient to knock us out before we got close to the airfield, basically.
So it was a basically it wasn't meant to stop you on that field. I understood that if all of your vehicles rush across the field, then some might get through. But that makes it easier for the the BMP Brona group to act and attempt to attack that group of vehicles. In this case, what ended up taking place was the vehicles got past us because no ATGM, and the BMPs were fighting twice their number of vehicles in basically, and some of them went on top of the airstrip, which was something we specifically said, don't go on top of the airstrip. The decision to use the Brona group at that point was my mistake. I should have held it back and allowed it to engage from further south of the actual dismount point that you guys used.
Yeah.
But what fucked that was basically the lack of ATGM. We weren't able to cause you any casualties.
You know, I really think Blue 4 could have ended this just by driving right to the final objective after the first.
Strikers there, maybe 3. That could have had a better result with the vehicle group.
Possibly, but the vehicle group, what happened was that they attacked into the area that was covered by our tow strikers. So I think the tow strikers killed them basically from behind, a lot of them.
Yeah, so...
What I was scared of was you coming around the south, like you said. That was the scary, basically, scenario for me, because then we had no tow cover.
Well, so there's if you look at the AAR, there's an area marked that's called the draw. And the draw is actually, it's in defilade from the ridge.
I know. I saw it as well before.
And that was the intended attack route. Basically use the forest cover there on the east side to prevent the enemy ATGM from firing from the north and then shoot up toward the south where the strikers were.
I think there was a misunderstanding in that there was a belief that there was engine smoke available, so the ass end of the vehicles would be covered by smoke and therefore be safe from ATGMs, and when they pulled onto the airfield, no one knows there was no smoke screen protecting the BMP's rear.
I mean, most of the time when you guys got lit on the airfield, it was the Carl Gustavs were 100 meters away in the woods already setting up, so that's where most of the casualties came from there.
Looking at the AR, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 tow hits on BMPs, or they might have fired on already disabled BMPs, of course. So, but the tows did come into play a lot there. I was surprised that you had all your guys in the west there, in the woods. Was the idea that you were basically gonna use the BMP counterattack and then come in with infantry behind?
No, the belief was that you would attack strictly in the west.
Right, okay.
And the AGGM was supposed to act as the cover toward the eastern field. Basically, from the position that the ATGM was in, they could see all the way to the northeast at the edge of the map.
Yeah.
And they were intended to fire there at any vehicle that appeared. And my belief was that you would attack directly toward the forest that you have labeled Mars 1 and attempt to take that, because your tow strikers could then use that to dominate the rest of the battlefield.
Right, we thought you were going to have your BRDM in the west actually, and deploy your guys more like around the airfield. So that's interesting. We both completely made incorrect guesses about what the other was going to do. I think because later on in the mission, the BRDM came up behind us and had a good opportunity to take out quite a lot, but I think it only managed to fire 1 missile. Was that when they were trying to repair the launcher?
That was when Alpha 02 or Scott's crew took control of the missile launcher and repaired it.
Yeah.
So that's basically what ends up happening is as the vehicle moves, the missile platform descends into the vehicle and it goes red, as in it's damaged.
Yep.
So you can trick.
If you look here, we're currently viewing the marks for the Blue 4 plan. So this is what Blue 4 planned to do from the start. Looks like they did plan that push onto the airfield from the northeast.
That will put it back into the normal position. And if Scott's did that at that point in time, then that was his vehicle firing at you from the rear.
Yeah.
That was the only time that the BRDM2 was.
Can I ask what was the intended location for the BRDM on the east? I'm just curious.
It's
Victor,
actually
Victor 1 FP1.
Yeah, Victor 1 FP1. It's on the basically on the crest of that Ruby Ridge, looking northeast.
It's the main forest where almost all our infantry was. You can overlook like 400 meters going from
okay, now I
your
see.
moving paths towards
I
the
was
airfield. So
personally
there
concerned
was,
that that's the place where you're going to put your ATGM.
yeah, that's
pre-mission.
like 400 meters free firing. So if your vehicles are moving like you moved, there's at least you're going to lose at least 1 or 2 vehicles just from moving over there. Well, at least we got to play with our Scorpions and try to assassinate people.
Yeah.
I got 1 Scorpion kill.
Were the engine smokes broken on the BMPs? If that was the intent to use them while cresting towards the airfield, because I didn't see any.
Them in the beginning at all.
Yeah. It's just a quick situation, I assume. Then, enemy there, just go and kill them.
Just a note, the BMP engine smoke is bugged. It's something to do with mounting and dismounting in different positions. It's the same with the turret smoke launchers. Sometimes it bugs, sometimes it doesn't.
Arma, sure. What can you do, really?
Well, the BMP is one thing. The BRDM2 could have been solved just by re-resing the vehicle, putting it back down, and seeing if it deploys appropriately.
I mean, yeah, we had the same issue last time in Redline 6, and we also got no response on that, unfortunately. But I guess now that it's a little more known and a regular bug, maybe we can have the admins be more ready to fix it.
Really, it's just a problem with the RHS vehicles.
Yeah.
Did you report it during Redline 6?
The guy who was the commander for it said he said that he did it. I'm fairly certain he did, but I don't honestly know. I didn't do it personally.
Okay. I mean, it would make sense if that's the same issue, because I do remember you saying that, we damaged the BRDM to ATGM somehow.
Yeah, I think he got out when he was folding it and that broke it. He had to drive back and get a new one. Came in late, went the wrong way, and then got killed.
Yeah. But at least now we know that you can fix it with a toolkit to make it redeploy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes some time, but.
I don't think we had engineer permissions last time though, because I remember trying to do that and it didn't work.
If I'm looking at the AR correctly, the only thing the admin did essentially is just teleport you guys back to the main base. Teleport the BRDM crew back to the base to pick up another vehicle.
No, there's a teleport flag at the airfield for us.
Yeah.
So no, we didn't get admin teleported. It's just a teleport flag. So we drove there, teleported, and picked a new one. And after that, I got to disconnect, and my gunner got to disconnect, and my driver was alone in the vehicle again. So, yay!
Oh no.
That's when the vehicle was on the airfield and you were confused why it wasn't shooting at you. That's because everyone disconnected.
Yeah, also had a few issues with our gunner for the BMP, just getting disconnected multiple times at the start.
Yeah, for us it was German internet fucking up because multiple people I know are reporting issues today, so...
I think it's worth mentioning that on the surface, you'd think BMP2 cannon AP rounds would be really effective against a striker, even at distance. But even before playing this, doing a bit of testing, and what we experienced in the game itself, it really struggles to neutralize a striker, especially if it's traveling at speed.
That really is just a problem with RHS and its way of balancing.
It's not like it's an isolated incident regarding vehicle versus vehicle combat.
Yep.
I shot 2 toes on a BMP, one to the rear, one to the turret, and the vehicle was able to escape from the situation. So it's not like it was 1 shot, 1 kill. So there's quite a lot of, if not randomness, but some level of where it matters, it just happens to hit that affects the performance.
I just want to mention something that a while ago, when the mission was released by Tutematon, I also mentioned that the balancing on the strikers and BMPs, but I can understand a lot of people didn't get those because a lot of the crewmen aren't in the Arma 3 events Discord. Because usually, you know, except Anru, pretty much all of the units is only like a representative or two there. So I mean, it's I don't know what I want to come with this. It is what it is.
It is what
But
it
I would
is.
say that vehicle-wise, this was rather okay-ish in terms of balance.
If all of them had
I mean,
function.
the infantry on infantry combat was fine. It was mainly just an issue with the vehicles. Everything on the infantry side was fine from how it went.
Like there's no problem with the infantry combat. The only real issue I had with this event was the DRDM. Like I can deal with the BMP2 not being able to penetrate the striker from the front, for example. Like that's whatever. It's just it kind of sucks that on a technical level, the ATGM was not capable of even allowing any kind of gameplay for the crew that was slotted into it. Because if we make an event and we slot people into an asset, we better be able to guarantee that that asset gets to play the game. In this case, that didn't happen. The Victor 1 guys did not get to play their slotted asset because it was broken and nobody replaced it. I should have logged into the admin menu myself and done it, but I didn't because I was too busy playing the game. And that could have happened 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or 50 minutes into the game even. I don't know why I didn't think of it. But it sucks that this stuff slips through the cracks because we tested the BRDM2 prior to the event as well. And we didn't detect this type of issue. At Redline 6, I thought the same thing was just because, you know, maybe the ATGM got shot or something. You know, I have no fucking idea how that would have happened. But now everything makes sense if it's just a broken asset.
It's because when you initially try to fold it, which also when you try to reload it also automatically folds, RHF for some reason breaks the gun and turret while it does the animation, which is, you know...
Yeah, it gets stuck in the animation.
Yeah.
I was blue for wildly shooting into the tree line with their strikers that they approached. I mean, I guess I get why, but it's kind of funny that there's nobody there. They were just shooting away at some AFK guy. Who is this AFK guy?
You have too many mounting and dismounting.
No. He means the
or you can
use the option for the driver.
It's Red, where one of Red's bodies was AFK in front of a massive blue port push and suppression. I love that.
Which, if you're carrying infantry, is a nightmare.
Gunner, then the driver loses it, or sometimes it's that you have to have died once to be able to use it. It's really odd.
Isn't it that it's transferred to the commander if someone gets in that seat and then they jump out and the driver loses it?
I mean, maybe without being registered it is, but it doesn't show up in the commanders. It's just like a total clusterfuck of things getting like smashed together and not functioning. And the dismount mounting thing makes no sense either, but it
just
does
described Arma 3 perfectly.
Yeah.
But I'm glad there was a substantial amount of infantry to infantry combat, which is usually what we want. And it was a proper slugfest of chorus of despair coming from the front.
Oh yeah, one thing that I have to do, I have to make an official UN Security Council and Human Rights Court complaint. NATO does not honor its POW and prisoners of war treaties.
You had a gun.
Well,
would
if
you
you
rather
Was
us keep
surrendering.
him locked there and not get to play the
You know, if
mission?
you don't sign the treaty yourself.
He doesn't matter if it's hosted, he still had a gun.
I mean, isn't...
I was the
if I
one who
remember correctly, the
executed
US...
and I finished him off.
Listen, it's obvious he went for his weapon.
No, I did not have a gun. I was executed by a machine gun by the striker.
Oh, then there was another prisoner.
Yeah, because like I said, I shot a prisoner in the back of the head, and that was completely barring humanitarian reasons. It was because I wanted that squad to start moving. The ones who captured him.
Also, yeah, I posted a link to it in the chat.
I mean,
humanitarian
he had an
reasons
M9
we
on
have
him.
to
It was
shot
weird.
our POW with machine gun.
So you're telling us there's been multiple instances of Blue 4 committing war crimes during the assault?
Yes,
he had a gun
on him.
Very
He had
so
an M9 on him.
Imagine my
He was
surprise,
clearly-
US troops, NATO troops in Serbia committing war crimes.
Well, there wasn't any civilians, so...
I mean, one
You have to
soldiers
understand that,
dropped
like
the
I
weapons.
said, if you yourself don't sign the Geneva Conventions treaty,
Yeah,
you
doesn't
can't
the US
expect
not
others
belong to
to,
the
you know,
convention?
follow the treaty if you don't follow the treaty. You know, this is just a symptom of a larger problem.
But otherwise, since you did not, Blueford did not push, you were courteous enough to not push in while we were weak and under.
Well, that's not
under...
really true. We did push. We took the farm from you, and that's where you lost your BMP reinforcements. Basically.
Yeah,
so
but
we
I
definitely
mean,
did a
we
push.
still managed to have
but
a
at
good
that
fight
point,
in the end.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was almost for the best that we didn't like push to the command post, because then we had a good fight.
It's something to
at
do
the
with
end.
the fog of war, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
as we did not
I mean-
understand or know that there was an entire platoon inside that first forest.
Exactly.
They did
We had
send
no
a
idea that
platoon
you had
up
everything
to,
there.
They did send a few units towards their last objective alone on the southern side, and they just got decimated. And then the main force arrived.
No, that was okay. So what we did was we sent one platoon to take over the farm, which is like right next to Bielava, and then we had the second platoon come in from south, and they were supposed to hold a bridgehead. And then we sent Bravo in directly from the east instead, because we figured that you will have most of the guys focused in the south, but Bravo wasn't able to push in, and then we had to redo the attack, basically swing around to the north instead, and then we basically just won through attrition.
Oh, I was
So that's
mainly
basically what happened.
talking about the single. I think there was two squads that, if you look at the west side, there's a dismount point next to F5 at around like an hour and 12 minutes. Both vehicles moved up, dismounted, like way ahead of the rest of the friendlies, and then they just got decimated by the eastern troops in the woods.
Yeah, that was partly because the Alpha 1 striker that was late to that party ran over the platoon lead and had to stop and try and. I think. Hold on. There's a little video of it. I'll find the MP4 link.
Right.
I would refer to that not as us running him over, but him diving under our wheels.
So you left platoon 2 to die because platoon 1 lead tried to commit suicide?
Yeah. Here, I'll just post a link to the MP4 because it's very humorous. Oh wait, you're gonna have to download it.
And that also
I don't know what the
explain
timestamp
why
said.
Alpha's attack in the south didn't go, or at least went that poorly, because they, as you said, two squads came in, and then another squad later on, so it was kind of piecemeal.
And the two squads
So
were
that
half
helps
strength.
explain. Yeah, so
Yeah,
they were
that
basically
was-
facing the same amount of enemies as themselves, more or less. Especially looking at the one entire squad here, Bradford squad coming in from the southwest. Yeah, that was a really hard fight for them.
Yeah, but Serbia's
Yeah,
strong,
that
so.
was. I felt it was difficult because so I was Alpha 15 and had a takeover when Skytech got run over. It was that I had two squads there and I get the order to push. So I imagined, oh, you probably have some eyes on it, so I'll start pushing. And then I hear a bit intermixed push, hold. So yeah, it was a difficult situation, and I see guys on the ground getting a bit stressed out because there's bullets all over. But it was an exciting fight, adrenaline pumping for sure.
Yeah, also that fight took place basically right next to the enemy reinforcement positions, basically, so they could pump in more guys at you.
Was anybody here involved in that receiving end of a flanking maneuver from the north when you were
Was that-
attacking the quarry?
Was that the two guys who ran around and like got?
Yeah, we had a small four-man team.
Yeah,
was that
but
to
they
the
were,
north of A4 picket?
We destroyed one striker and we were shooting grenade launchers and machine gun fire towards you when you were trying to
yeah.
push the.
That was Alpha 2. Yeah. Yeah, you got us pretty bad in that spot. Losing the striker really didn't help. we had issues in the beginning to figure out where those grenades were coming from, because about 4 of us immediately called out, we're hearing grenade fire from our north. And then we saw the guy to our front, to our southwest, so we weren't too great at identifying where he was shooting us from.
Yeah, we were not aware that you were managed to push through the city. We were going to the positions where we were originally planning to defend. So when we spawned, we just went up the northwest side of the map into the city or the town in the north. And then we were in there, and then we heard that the enemy is already pushing the quarry from the east. So we just decided to go flank you guys since there was nobody in the city.
Yeah, we really got caught out in the field. It was a really good ambush. Luckily for us, though,
the tow
shot
us.
guys, yeah, exactly. We had reinforcement come in and relieve us. Otherwise, we probably would have lost quite a bit of guys in that field.
Yeah, the pictures related in the chat.
Yeah. The 2 guys that went around, that was Victor, so me and my buddy, trying to get kills with scorpions. I got 1 kill, he got 1 kill, I think we won.
Exactly. Any kill with a scorpion is a victory.
Yeah, true. Hey, we were like in flanks. Both times we flanked, we were like behind 4 or 5 guys of you, and they didn't cover their backs, so with any real weapon it would have been really devastating. A scorpion is just, well, we need to shoot with 2 guys on 1 to try to get 1 kill.
Yeah, it's like tickles them.
Yeah, it's true to the... It says how few targets the tow strikers had to shoot at because our BMPs got killed so quickly in each wave. Because at some point the tow strikers are just like, well, I'm going to start blowing up infantry with my tows, so I don't have anything to shoot at. Even though they have a 1-minute reload, I think, they still were headshotting people.
Yeah,
from,
yeah, it's about like
2
missiles and then reload for a minute. It's yeah.
Out of interest, were the tow strikers carrying bunker busters?
They were.
Nice.
The first missile that struck the airfield command building was bunker buster, but there was nobody in the building.
They suppressed the shit out of that empty airfield with 1 AFK guy there.
Well, to be fair, the
Wait, it wasn't even real.
No, Red 2...
No,
yeah,
it wasn't
Red
even
2
real.
isn't real.
There
He
were
was
3
in the
versions
last
of him.
BMP.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
And
in the last BMP that
we were mainly shooting into the woods that were to the northwest of the airfield.
Yeah, it's fair. You guys were suppressing where you were dismounting. It makes perfect sense. I just find it a little comical that nobody was there, except for 1 invisible guy.
Our objectives were just kind of to get there and like hold that until we knew that we had, I think, security to the south, and that's when we started to push.
One thing I wish
took
would have
really
been big gambles, but only one of them paid off for the first one.
One thing I wish would have been a little bit better for Blue 4 was that Alpha 1 Striker never got a vehicle resupply. So we just had to be
the second half.
Yeah, we were just infantry for the last 45 minutes of the mission.
Well, so was the BMP crews and the defenders. I'm pretty sure that's on purpose near the end of the mission. People just don't get new vehicles.
Well, no, there were other Striker crews who got new vehicles.
Yeah, it basically just logistics and timing of things meant that
yeah, I'm not
wasn't.
Like, mad
they didn't
about
have
it.
time to bring another striker up front. Yeah.
What was really frustrating was that I had like 2 magazines because I put some in the Striker for my squad so you could resupply, and then so I had like 3 bullets to run around on foot with, so I had to wait until friendlies died around me and scavenge their ammo.
I had a shit ton of ammo. All you had to do was ask, and I would have been like, all right, everybody give a mag to Philippe. All right, I didn't hear you. I'm stupid.
But yeah,
I said I was out of ammo like 12 times.
Even though there was these issues in the event, the overall feeling in the end was that it was a fun event.
I had fun.
So the first one, well, the first objective, not really. The second one, that was a blast.
I would say, especially for the infantry, it was a good evening.
I think
especially for Blue 4 armor as well.
I
want to say
very...
that it's.
Go ahead.
Alright, I want to say that it was more fun for the infantry than I thought it would be. I was a bit worried that this would be a really vehicle-centric event, but from that point of view, it was good that we had a meat grinder at the end, because that was an infantry fight for the infantry. So that was good, because again, I was a bit afraid of this event being mostly vehicles and infantry just playing the role as targets for most of it. But it turned out not to be like that, and that was good.
I think it's worth noting that the reason the grind happened at the end is kind of serendipity. So actually, for gameplay purposes, it was fortunate that if you look around that timestamp, like our section then kind of wandered into an enemy section or two enemy sections, which were your forward groups, like dismounting from your vehicles. It was only by pure chance. We weren't acting on intel. We had zero intelligence of anything arriving. And it just so happened that with the random pure luck trickle of infantry where stuff was positioned, we were actually able to put up a fight, like with various other elements relieving us as we were slaughtered. But I think, like, theoretically, if we hadn't wandered away from our position and taken that route round, like, just by chance, that kind of extended the gameplay and made for that more interesting second phase. But I do fear that if that hadn't have happened, you could have driven straight in, dismounted, had control of the quarry without basically our reinforcements, nearly all of whom were coming in, then actually seeing, like, getting a look in at all. And theoretically, Red 4 could have just sort of like...
I just want to shout out Skarmo real quick. Good music, a good vibe, and a poor Skarmo. A poor little Skarmo that got headshot by a fucking mortar at op start, accidentally leaving platoon sergeant and not getting a ride as he walks 3 kilometers back to the front line, and the platoon dismounts within 100 meters of him, and he just keeps on trucking. Our lovely little Alpha 4 marksman, wandering back to the airfield where Blue 4 has already seized everything and is killing everyone. Skarmo, the badass, just walks across the airfield and doesn't get shot. Meanwhile, his squad is dead. I am dead. I've been killed by a 50 cal. The last few Opera defenders are pushing out against an ambush, and you know what? Skarmo goes ahead, and he gets 2 kills before he goes down, and downs another 3rd guy. Kudos to you, Skarmo. Godspeed. Beautiful bastard. Now, with all that said, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. I will be back in let's say 2 hours. I'm gonna be back in a fat 2 hours. There we go. Sorry, I'm going to be back in 2 hours with coalitiongroup.net, Arma 3. Funny enough, the commander I had right here, right now, Severe, is also going to be my LDF commander for the big powder keg operation that takes place at the beginning of the coalition session. We will be first pre-joining, so maybe I'll start a little early, we'll see. We'll be building up some structures and whatnot, and then after a bit, we'll be foraying out into the land. The powder keg TVT is a lot more open-ended than this organized AFI event. We will be doing patrols, we will be fighting AI United Nations, and we will maybe be engaging the other player team, Napa, the Rebels. I'm looking forward to it. Takes place in about 2 hours, so come on back then if you're interested in more Arma 3 gameplay, or later tonight at 9 p.m., which is 6 hours from now, I'll be playing TMTM Arma 3 for a more laid-back co-op. Stroke Raving Mad, indeed, that is the Livonia one. It's the one I crashed last week accidentally for 40 people. I don't want to talk about that though. We're gonna move on. I hope you guys are all having a lovely Saturday so far, of course. Yeah, it was quite fun. I had a good time playing it, and I hope you guys had a good time watching it. We got to build some stuff, shoot the shit, talk with some guys, mostly killing AI, but no problemo there. Let's see. Right now, as we speak, Digby is playing Arma 3, Vietnam Mike Force, I think on a public server. So why don't you guys go give him some company? All 28 of you and whoever's on YouTube, the link for YouTube is right here. And the very long title I will slowly type out on Twitch is right here. And I typed it wrong. Fuck. Tatham Water. Oh, the British Isles. Am I right, boys? All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. If you come by back in 2 hours, I'll see you then. Have fun, Digby stream, and say hi. Ciao.